Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. I'm back at it again, folks. It's on Wednesday, so you know what that means. That means we get 2 shows. Again, we get 3 hours. We got lots to talk about. AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, another special 3-hour show as we dive into it all. Me and that pretty face going to have you all night long. So make sure you get in that chat. Like, share, subscribe, and make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome back to another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision tonight. Should be a crazy show. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. We got 9+ matches on this card. It's like a pay-per-view in the middle of the week, except we give 0 shits about any of the matches. We're going to talk all about it, folks. And again, we're going to get into it. And I promise, Wednesday's the day of hopium. We want a good show. We need a good show. But out of 9, I don't know how I feel about it. But before I get into all that, I will remind you, I am Mr. Everynight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is my buddy Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, much like AEW, we had to double up because they're doing another 3-hour, another extended. For everybody that says we don't watch Collision, we don't have to worry about it because they just added on to Wednesday all the time now.
Yeah, like, hey, we'll come to you guys.
Yeah, you guys stop coming to us. We'll come to you guys.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday, folks. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Hump day in the books. Friday Junior tomorrow. The weekend is almost upon us, and we're feeling good. We're doing good. Lots of wrestling going on. We're back tomorrow for our Wrestle Dream preview show. Of course, Saturday, we're here live for Wrestle Dream. SmackDown in the middle. Lots going on here at the channel. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. The channel continues to grow, continues to have fun. So make sure you be a part of that. But yes, listen, I say every Wednesday, Nick, hope. We got hope. I'm excited. It's going to be hopeful. We really want a good show. And some people think our criticisms are just bots and drone hate. And the reality is genuine fans are disappointed. Genuine fans have been bothered. Genuine fans are giving up. There is 9 things announced for tonight, 9 matches or 8 matches and a segment or 2. And none of it on paper is worth anything. There is just people everywhere. Nobody matches
up. You're not excited for the trios match?
I am so not excited. And they're probably going to drop the belts.
I'll be fine with that. But you're telling me you don't want anything for the Hurt Syndicate versus the Gates of Agony, GOA. I almost wanted to call them the BFG.
That might be my one exception on the list. And then people are trying to sell me on, Claudio and Roddy are going to have a banger. Oh, man, you have Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia together in a tag. Like, this is the epitome of an indie spot booking show where nobody has a rhyme or reason. Like Kenny in a match teaming up with Jungle Express to take on 3 members of the Don Callis family, I guess. Like, there's not enough here. And I know he just hates it. He hates it. No, I'm just so baffled by having all this talent and not being able to string together 2 sensible, logical ideas.
Right. Well, I'll touch on that for a brief second. Well, first I'm going to, because there's been a whole conversation in the chat. I know we normally wait to say hi to the people, but it seems like
people.
Well, no, it's like one of those, like I was talking about before we went live, of YouTube seems to be acting up for some people and everything. So I don't know if you have to update the app, or also we're still out there on Twitch and everything. So you can always, circumvent the YouTube system and go watch over there on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay. So we will touch on that. Nick brought it up. It may be something to do with the U.S. provider of things. Mine's working
Yeah,
Like,
I haven't. Like I said, some people have been saying if you have to update the app, you have to refresh. So if you're having issues, that's just, that's the little safety net out there. And that's what this show needs is a safety net. But we got the safety net of Twitch. They need a safety net of especially Kota Ibushi, because that's why we're getting this whole match, because Mark Davis came out there and attacked Ibushi after the man already broke his femur. Out 2 years now, but now we got to make sure that we continue this. And so Kenny Omega, and do you take anything with Josh Alexander, Hechicero, and Mark Davis like they're going to win? They don't win singles matches. They don't win, 5-on-1 matches. They don't win any matches.
Legit serious question. Did anyone remember Mark Davis working for this company? He's been so in and out. When I saw him this past week, or like getting ready for this, like, what? Mark Davis. Did we even count him in the 13 that are in Cal? Is he one of the 13?
Well, he's kind of like Brian Cage. Do they count or do they not count?
Right? Like,
Who do you work for?
Yeah, like, who do you work for? Like,
we're wondering, but we should say that hi to the people, I guess, that don't work for us, but they help us be trying to be employed with this.
Well, Wednesday nights, I think they're accustomed to us being behind on the whole thing. But Big Dog, Spaz, C Money, top 3 from last night. I think I might not have updated that, to be 100% honest. So shout out to y'all. You rule. But I might have. But
well, it still works because you put the Monet.
Monet.
Yeah. So it double entendre.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't update that, but hey, shout out to the top 3. Let's go. National Lemon Bar Day. Now we're digging deep, Zach. We're digging deep. We're down to lemon bars.
Well, are we? AEW the Shelbyville to WWE Springfield? They were trying to steal their lemon tree.
Yeah, right. Give back our lemon tree. I like it. Kevin, let's go. Dennis, good to see you. Eric, I didn't click on it. Eric, as always, Wrestling for Life buddies. Hope that KJ can control his anger. I'm not feeling it today, guys. It's gonna be all right. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm gonna take it out on AEW a little bit here.
We're gonna give an honest critique and opinion.
That's it, though. I mean, it is my honest opinion. As a wrestling fan, if we weren't doing this, I'm positive I would be watching several other things, including what Eric pointed out on that screen, other than this show tonight. There is no reason, if you haven't been watching, to tune in tonight. The diehards are always going to show up. But if you were a lapsed fan, if you're a semi-fan, if you're just a fan of general wrestling, there is not much announced here where you're like, oh, shit, I better tune in and see that. I better see Darby and Moxley have another word off. By the way, is Darby's legit crazy, right? Like just
dumping cups of water on his face and everything. Well, we could talk about that interview a little bit. Well, and what is Moxley going to have to do to get Darby to say I quit?
I don't think we're going to get some backdoor bullshit. Nobody actually quits to this. It's going to suck. You know it's going to be contrived. The coffin match was garbage. This whole build's garbage. The Death Riders are about as bad as it gets.
We can talk about it more later, but do they go, rock Mankind, with the recording of him saying, I quit?
Yeah, we'll get into it. I think they're going to find some bullshit way to not say it. I'd be shocked. Unless, listen, we'll get into it. Man, we're the worst. Damien, let's go. Larry, how you doing? Damien's back at it. Yeah, Megan Bain, Ford, Harley Cameron, Willow, Tailgate Brawl. We're going to talk about the Tailgate Brawl because there's a guy on the Tailgate Brawl I have questions for, and I publicly want to ask him, but we'll get there. Wednesday night knee pads. MDB, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back, sir. Kevin, we got you. Joel Reed's in the house. What's up? Jose, 3 hours of KJ ranting. Sounds good to me. Well, I do appreciate that. I did bring assistance because 3 hours is a slog. And I'm sure Nick's happy to join in on all the fun.
Well, the man's going to need, some breaks to refill to, let us, catch his breath and everything like that at this point.
Have to re-up the meds. Let's go. What's up, Kevin? We got you. Josh is back with us. Mega good to see ya. Josh, we got you already. C Money's back with us. Mr. Monet. What's up, twin? Look at the love here. I love the chat love. Keep it coming. Got to address this. I know we're on a time crunch, but welcome back, Jose, as well as always. But yeah, we got the DX comments, and apparently you're HBK on Triple H. I live with that. I live with that. And then I'm China as well. I'd rather be in China than on this show. I'd rather be in China than this stream. I'll put it that way.
Fair enough. I don't know how to really respond to that, so we might move on to the next one. Outside of, I guess, you think they're cute? You think I'm sexy?
Right. That's one of the funniest things they ever did when they were sitting on the stage and they would just hold up signs. And one of the signs said, "I'd rather be in China." And I was like, that's ridiculous. We appreciate you, Spanish Joey. Hola, Spanish Joey. Let's go.
Right. So I guess it's synonymous that you're Triple H, you're Hunter, and I'm Sean.
That's it. You're flexing.
I'm Hickenbottom. I'm the Hickenbottom.
You're the Hickenbottom of the situation.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's go. British Nick is X-Pac. I like it. I like it.
Wouldn't I also be Road Dogg then too, because of Ladies and Gentlemen?
Well, yeah, I guess
we're going the whole DX universe. So then, where's Anthony?
Somebody said he might be Rick Rude, but
he's the ass man. He's Billy Gunn.
Right? He's the ass man. I could see that being a thing. I said the opposite, but I can see what y'all said. That got it. It's a compliment, I guess. Let's go. MDB, Jake, Jose, Jason, Michael. Welcome. Oh, nap after Dynamite. KJ has a little nap. A little nap. I try and go to a damn near coma after a Dynamite. 3-hour Dynamite is an interesting endeavor. I don't know if they do enough, but we'll talk about it. Randy, welcome back, sir. TJ Hook, Alex Fairweather, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm back. So are we? As we got about 1 minute, Nick.
Yeah.
Let's go, yo, chat. Let's appreciate KJ and Big Nick. KJ could pulled an Andrade. Let's go.
The man who's missing. And speaking of things that are missing, there might be things missing from the Jericho Cruise, but we can talk about both those.
That's another fun story. I mean, again, lots going on in wrestling, and I mean, if I was a sicko, I'd be nervous. I know the delusion makes it hard to be nervous, but there's some real big things to be kind of uneasy about right now.
Well, I'm helping contribute to the millions and millions of match numbers right now. So I've just got this event is starting soon.
Okay, I'm getting the end of NFL Game Day.
Fair enough. And Cooper Austin, I can't remember which Twitch channel is. I did see you had to jump over there. So again, if anybody's having an issue with YouTube, jump over to Twitch because that seems to be working fine if you got an issue.
Let's go. Wrestling Proud. Welcome. Let's get KJ Grace chat.
Ariana Grace?
Right? Ariana or Jordan?
Yeah, which Grace are we talking about? He's got style. He's got grace.
I will punch you in the face. As we are getting the kickoff, I'm getting the opening Sum 41 to kick off Dynamite here tonight.
I'll let you when I reach the summation of 41.
All right, I'm pausing up on the hook, the remix.
I got the intro and everything. I got Omega with the bang. I got Okada. I don't know where the hook is. I can't hear the hook. The hook, I saw the hook symbol. Is that what you were looking for? The hook symbol. It flashed like a forever.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I got the ring right now.
I got the Dynamite logo. I got the crowd.
I got the ring. Yes. Kansas City, Missouri.
Let's go. What's up? WWE Elimination Chamber in Chicago. Yeah, I did hear that this is not official yet, but apparently that's where we're heading for Elimination Chamber. Great crowd.
Yeah, well, it seems like we'll kind of run the same U.S. cities for big shows.
Right. El Grande Canadiano. I like it.
If there's a fourth one that shows up and he looks a little bit like Kevin Owens, we all know who the fuck it is.
Right. You've been hearing stories about me again, I see. Sean Reed, as we're running through the gigantic card, it's like a pay-per-view card. There's 8 matches, sorry.
Well, there's more. Are there more matches right now on tonight? Yes, there are. There are 8 matches on Wrestle Dream. So everyone shut up. And he won't. Hey, don't tell him, and he won't add anymore. He's already added. I thought it. Well, he might have added a pre-show. I know Damon might have set a match, so there might be 9. But I were looking at Wikipedia right now, and there's only 8. So and he hopefully won't add too many more. We might actually, because like 8, 9, maybe 10, especially if you're gonna have matches on the pre-show, fine. Isn't bad on a Saturday. Might actually really help that out of it's not 72 hours in 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're going to get the Bucks versus Express at WrestleDream, as they're telling us now.
Right.
We've said this a lot. If he can keep it, we have a 3-hour show tonight. There's 8 matches, a segment announced. That's fine. If you do a 3-hour, 8-match card, I'm okay with that as a pay-per-view. We don't need 14 matches at 5.5 hours.
I'll even give you an extra hour if you want to stretch some shit out.
Yeah, if you want to go 3.5, 4, kind of have that floating window, I'm okay. But I also think it makes it easier. Like if you want your big shows, Full Gear, All In, All Out, Double or Nothing, you want those shows to feel big. Those are your 4.5 hour shows, right? And the rest of them, 3 and change. You love a good run over.
Yeah, well, and especially when you don't announce a run over. Yeah.
Right. But to me, it would help make the shows feel special. But they're running through this gigantic card. It's taken 6 minutes.
Well, and they're also talking about WrestleDream and everything else like that.
They're literally bouncing back and forth. And tonight, and on Saturday, and tonight, and on
this
Saturday.
is the only bit of programming that they're going to have because heaven forbid Collision just be your kickoff show.
Right.
Sunday Night Heat be damned.
Right. What's up, Alex? Randy, welcome back. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one tonight. Hey, yo.
KJ, pull a Colin joke. I love it. Get on the plane. Get on the plane. Fuck you. I'm getting in the plane. There seems to be less wind in here.
Legend. Why is all your stuff? Why is all your shit stuff and everyone else?
Everyone else's stuff is shit.
As we're just getting naked. Oh, we're just stripping. Wait, okay. Now Renee's taking her clothes off.
Come on, Renee.
Show
us some skin.
Dynamite. What is this? What are we doing?
We're getting the famous last words, which I don't mind the segment. Just don't call it famous last word. I mean, I guess the whole gimmick. But is this the end of timeless Toni Storm if she loses on Saturday?
No, because
at least the gimmick.
It's definitely an opportunity for her to kind of step away, take a deep breath. I mean, I think it's the mistake they've made with Moxley. Was Moxley just kept going full steam ahead. You had a chance to kind of cool him off and then kind of revitalize him a little bit down the road. Instead, you just want to keep cramming him like just right down the throat all year long. Toni losing helps solidify Stat, though. And Stat won in a fatal 4-way, which I didn't want.
Well, now you get what answers the challenge and everything with this being a one-on-one match, and it does solidify Stat. And thankfully, finally, she's reached where we thought she was going to reach, a year or so ago. Does Toni Storm fall into that Rhea Ripley, though, to where she can now not go after the title and start kind of putting other stuff over? Yeah. What else can we do with Toni? What personal feud can we invoke that's not the title?
That is your challenge for your booker, Mr. TK out there, that you have to find a way now, put Toni in a couple cool things to help build up the other. Like if she gets in a side story with a Megan Bayne per se, or a Jamie Hayter or someone like that, it builds up your mid-card division. Plus you're talking about, trying to bring some light to the tag teams. So we'll see what happens there. And I mean, in a perfect world, Nick, if I had it my way, Stat hits her finish at All In. Toni finds a way to like chuck her out and steal the win, kind of, but like hit, maybe she hits a Storm Zero, gets the pin. Stat feels like she should have had it. The fans feel like Stat was that close. And this is Stat going into WrestleDream challenging. And you had all month to build up that chase. But I think this is going to be one of the better matches on the card.
This is one of the matches that I'm most excited for on the card, even though I know it's been obviously the camp and the stamp and everything. But yeah, I kind of dig still, like I said, this solidifies Statlander. And again, anybody that's out there having the YouTube issues, update your app, do what you got to do, or there's still always the Twitch option because I know some people are having the issues.
Now that you mentioned it, it's funny because I hadn't checked. Oh no, okay. I was having a temporary issue on the actual on my desktop.
So now we've got both women just.
Oh, we went to the ring.
Well, it's one of those, instead of the Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, I'm going to find you, especially when they're right in front of each other. We're not going to fight here. Let's go out there and fight in the ring.
Yeah, YouTube's definitely giving error messages. So I don't even know how many people are going to get to see us this evening.
Well, so anybody out there that's listening, the kind soul, because obviously we're live and everything, drop the Twitch link. I know it's in the description for the video if you can even hear us on YouTube or anything, drop it on Twitch or drop it in the chat and go to Twitch. Randy Sam, I see you. It's working now, MDB, but it's in and out and stops working randomly. We shall see. Well, so far it seems we got 60 people at least with us. So I mean, it's working for some.
Let's go.
Let's see if we can work it for more. Pause.
Right, Gamer Boy went over to Twitch.
Ooh.
Excalibur out of breath. Excalibur's ridiculous. Don't even get me
started. And that's now just down here, hands behind her back, saying, "Do it, strike me down, embrace the dark side." Right.
And I still stand on business. Last week when they were laying in the ring petting each other, I thought it was a real bad look. I didn't like it. I didn't like
kiss on the forehead.
Right.
So is Bar Breaker going to spear her now?
I hope.
Or no, Tony Storm would get speared by Breaker.
Right. I still believe that Stat beats Tony. Monet takes the belt from Stat.
Because you what now?
Stat defends against Tony and wins. And then Monet goes after Stat and gets that belt as the 11th.
That's such a bad idea. My brain had to restart to understand what that was.
You were like, repeat that, sir. I could have been
right. Well, hold on. Let me just make sure. Let me hear that back one more time to make sure you said what I thought you said.
That was interesting. Again, I like Tony. I like Stat. This is going to be one of the better matches. Interesting segment.
Why do I see 57 hair clips in Stat's hair? And what in the lumberjack is Jack Perry right now? Why is he only whittling some shit? He's your fucking grandpa. That's only 23.
Can I whittle wood with you, sir?
Can I whittle wood? How much wood would a woodjack wood if a woodjack could jack wood?
Right. Oh. What am I watching right now? Is this a Disney Channel?
Well, no, I will.
The little boy in his fucking.
This is Jack Perry. You're watching this. Well, hey, it's family-friendly programming, right? It's family-friendly programming.
Right, yeah.
I don't mind even the match with Jurassic Express and the Bucks, but I don't get why it's the $500K stipulation thing. Why is Tony got to keep adding money? Yeah, what is this, Squid Games?
Is that supposed to get? It's not. It adds nothing. It's fake money. It's monopoly money. It is bullshit. It is dumb. It makes 0 sense.
Oh,
and it's doing nothing.
So, speaking of, well, not exactly doing nothing. Well, on one hand, I saw somebody mention it in the chat, and I can't remember exactly who. Do you miss the tunnels? And also,
you mean the tunnels that AEW invented, according to some on the internet?
Well, they invented the babyface and the heel tunnel. But no, so on a whole different topic. We saw this the last time that they did the 2.5s and everything like that. They started off with everything cool at the start of the show, and then we're ending it on a mixed tag match. Yeah. I'm worried we're going to do that tonight because we're starting off with the Hurt Syndicate versus GOA.
Collision's main event is probably Danny and Yuta versus who the fuck ever.
Jamie Hayter and Sky Blue. That's what I've been feeling of. That might be your Collision main event.
Yeah.
Because you got your Peklas and your things.
Right. And for the fans out there, to me, it says the booker isn't confident enough in his own product, that he's not willing to challenge the fans to stay up late. He's not willing. No, the analytics say that people go to bed at 10, so we'll just give you a bullshit card after 10 o'clock or 10:30. Like, to me, that's a bad approach. You got 3 hours, make it matter. And we've had 3-hour shows for 3 weeks, and we have yet to have a good one.
No, but we've had some good comments in the chat that I've seen here of Mufker doesn't even know how to whittle properly.
Yeah, facts. Let's go.
TK makes up imaginary money to give away.
It's dumb.
Anthony with the let the rants begin.
Yeah.
Well, then Frankie out here, relax, Nick and KJ. Enjoy the show. Should we all just have a woo-saw moment, a vitamin moment of let's simmer down now, simmer down.
Yes. So,
because this should be a good match. This is a match that I'm looking forward to tonight. Yes.
If you're going to do a trios match at WrestleDream, you did a trio street fight at All In. Why are 2/3 of the teams fighting now? What the fuck are we doing?
Should you have done this on WrestleDream?
This is they're doing it on WrestleDream.
Is this a match on WrestleDream?
They just gave us the graphic for it. 3-on-3 trios match.
Didn't we just get that?
Exactly.
Oh, yes, yeah. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand. Didn't we literally just get that at the last
And
pay-per-view?
we're getting 2/3 of it right now. The only difference is Ricochet and
this is the better match out of the two. Is I got Sheldon and Colin right now just throwing hands with each other. This is to me, this is the good shit. We're getting the good thing. This is Dad let us have dessert before dinner right now kind of vibe.
It's weird booking. You're killing your pay-per-view match. You just did this.
Is it? And I think Boston said this is his theory and everything of if you just embrace that they're good matches and don't and just forget about just tune out all of the story.
We wouldn't be doing our job.
Well, I know, but yes.
I'm going to give the match all the credit it deserves. I love Shelton Benjamin. I think he's still one of the best in the game. GOA underutilized, outstanding talent. And Bobby's Bobby. I mean, what more can you say about a former world champion? But yeah, that's my only gripe is I don't get it. People who go, man, that Fed's awfully repetitive.
And we just trustable. There's been people that have pointed out that there's been actually more rematches in AEW. But yeah, no, I was good. Shout out Denisha.
Shit from 5 years ago, Nick.
Right. Well, shout out Denisha. She's not even watching AEW. She's watching us while watching Chicago TV. How many people are out there? Because, depending on how this goes, I do have Evolve pulled up if we need to maybe, watch something like that. We can go see what Brooks Jensen's doing and everything.
Right.
Rainey's saying, KJ, you see Rick's comment. He made a valid point.
There is no Rick. Is there a Rick?
Rick, expose yourself. Pause. Don't do that. Don't do that in public.
Good to see you, Denisha. Like Nick said, Cherokee George, welcome back.
Well, I guess this is the first Rick I done seen. Nick, didn't I tell KJ a long time ago TK is taking old pages from Vince? Kiss on the forehead, no nonsense promos.
Amen. Rick might be right, Nick.
But is it just kind of that's always the norm? Is it also still one of those WWE's been going for so long? At this point, if we're going to talk about who invented shit, I think WWE's just got you on, decades.
I mean, again, we specifically laughed at a couple people because of their takes, and I appreciate it. But I think some fans do really think that like AEW invented trios wrestling, the AEW invented, lucha libre.
But they're not wrong if you just change the word invented to highlighted,
or made better. Even in that I would accept.
That's not true. That's not accurate.
If you made that claim, at least it sounds better than like creating. Even the WWE didn't create a lot of shit that they get credit for. I mean, we talk about going back to where it all began, and we had I completely blanked on what match I wanted to call it.
War Games, the match beyond. Is that what you're talking about?
We had War Games. We had Stadium Stampedes. Not the way they did it, but bunkhouse brawls. Like You know, shit, we had a transport truck going down the highway with people in it. It happens. Like, so anyway, it's good, you know, to understand where things come from.
Right. Well, speaking of understanding, trust me, there's no one out there that understands this more, that's watching this stuff more. Of even Overlords pointed out, of you guys are truly dedicated or demented or both. I love that you included both. If you're going to sit through 3 hours of this BS, but again, there is still good in everything. There is still the Hopium, Damien out there, the leader of the Hopium tribe, even though I think Wednesday has kind of killed his spirit with that. We just want it. We see the potential of what it could be and all the assets that it could be. If you can't be critical of anything, or something is to be without critique, then you're in a cult, folks. You're in a cult. If you can't be critical about something, and be open and honest, and anyone that is critical about it is cast out like a leper, you're in a cult. You're in a cult.
Yeah, it becomes very, very gatekeepy, very exclusionary. It feels very culty.
There is stuff we love, but there is also stuff like sometimes you just gotta call a spade a spade.
Dude, on a daily, we get criticized for our opinion on AEW at times. And it's funny because, again, we've been very critical, even lately, about, like, is the WWE boring us? Is it slowing down? Is it, blah, 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 blah. Again, not nearly as much venom coming back at us for that. But nonetheless, the point is, again, I don't think, as a fan, like as a guy that's watched from day one, I looked at tonight's card and I thought, wow, I actually don't care. And I don't want to feel that way.
Right? White Eagle WWF title. What up, Mick Thompson?
What up?
Well, and also shout out Ringsider Anthony out there.
So
KJ and Nick hate equally. Yes, we do. That's the thing. We get called fucking shills and everything. We've had literally whole fucking accounts, dedicate posts to calling us, as well as other content creators, WWE shills, and completely ignoring the same clip of us reacting to AEW footage and everything like that. And still, Hunter, I'm waiting for the check, my guy. Is this like a publisher's clearinghouse? Am I waiting for Ed McMahon to show up? How do we do this?
I'll take one of the big ones. Just give me one of the big ones.
Can I just get one of the big ones?
But yeah, man, it's funny, and it's always one of the entertaining parts of this, because if you actually, you've been battling me on how shit Dark State is, for example, for weeks now. Now, if you were a WWE show, you just come along with me.
Well, even then, still, that's proof positive. We hate amongst even ourselves and everything. We're willing to go to war amongst each other.
There's, we like a lot of the wrestling. I love the guys that are in the ring right now. I just don't like the fact that they're having a match in between having two matches.
No, I want to just embrace this, because this is going to be better than the fucking two pay-per-views that we got of this.
Throwaway slam. We get the suplex release.
Right.
I said all the things.
He did all the things.
Dark State is Nick's trigger point.
It puts me in a dark state.
It does.
I'm like the Winter Soldier. You just start saying dark state, and I just, I must burn everything.
Right. We hate people.
We shirt people. Remember,
we shirt
people.
Let's go. It's just so weird. Again, good match.
Ricochet pulls Khan out the way.
Oh,
Shelton's a V-trigger for his troubles.
Ricochet just threw some Missy Elliott on it, and just reversed that shit quick.
Well, and is it weird that my brain had to take a second to make sure that wasn't just a fucking stagehand or part of the production team to sit there and go and help out Khan?
Right.
That wasn't a rogue camera guy.
Down. Khan in the back door, which the ref clapped at. I don't know what that was. Hey, you, what are you clapping at me for? Do your job.
Right. Well, I got Shelton with a slam. Yeah, the DDT.
Are we even?
Yeah, no, that's what I was making sure. When you're talking about Khan, and I'm like, I got a DDT.
Samoan kiss.
Smooches, booches.
As he flips off the crowd who didn't like it.
Ronan, what up? Big Nick, look behind you, Dustin. Oh, no.
Yeah, I got to add them in somewhere at some point.
Well, No, everybody's doing the AI thing of, with Ghostface or whatever, insert slasher behind them and everything. Torello, they're the final girl. I'll just be that with Darkstate showing up behind me. As long as it's not Cutler James wanting to take me from behind and everything.
You sure have a funny mouth
with
there,
all
boy.
His sus-ass promos. If he's not the first one in the door, we're good.
You're going to squeal like a pig. Moving on. Let's go, Big Slam.
That's what it might be, too.
Oh, yeah.
Randy Sam Nick sold that more than Mox.
I don't sell anything. It's what I do.
I'm a fucking badass.
Nick's just going to be like, fuck it, I'll do it too.
Fuck it.
Oh, MVP fucking up Ricochet again.
Right. So Khan just
and Shelton gets
in Shelton.
Yeah. And the bad guys retreat. Yeah, distracted. Shelton gets taken out.
Why did MVP go in looking like he was, ready to suit up and be the sixth man out here last time to now he's out there wobbling and stumbling like Unk at the end of the cookout?
Right. Yeah, okay. GOA gets the win, so it means they're going to lose on the pay-per-view, which they've already lost.
I guess that's the hand sign. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
Is that what their thing is?
That's what they're doing.
That's just 3 in the stink. That's not that's not right.
I thought it. KJ just said what everyone was thinking out there.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, he's doing the goddamn Jameis Winston. Oh, we're going.
Oh, he's licking his fingers. He's legit licking his fingers at this point, which makes my joke even worse.
He's Jameis Winston. I would rather see Jameis Winston in the AEW than I would see Ricochet in AEW right now.
There we go.
That's the backup quarterback for the New York Giants, by the way. Third string quarterback for the Giants. Anyone who doesn't know,
right? As we're getting the repeat of Friday at
the New York City Comic-Con. This was around the same time that Darby was out there having the interview with Ariel Helwani, to where he talked about getting rid of the cancer of AEW, but then also very much clarified he wasn't talking about Punk, and then also proceeded to dump a full cup of water on his face.
Right. Yeah, so they had a little scrap at the Comic-Con.
Is that the first time that the Hurt Syndicate's been pinned outright?
No, I don't believe so. I believe they were pinned by the demand. We should call them
the master debaters,
right? Like, what are they doing?
But was that a 6-man? I'm saying as far as just a straight up tag match.
Maybe in a straight up tag match. Well, they lost. Oh no, because they weren't involved in the finish of the tag title. So silly me. Why would I think that?
Why would you think that they'd be involved? Yeah. So look at this motley crew of commentary team of Tony Schiavone, who looks like he doesn't want to be there, Excalibur, and Bryan Danielson. What the fuck? So he's had what? Darby in solitary confinement from earlier today?
Dude, I'm just.
John Moxley thinks he's John McClane. No, you're John Moxley, not John McClane. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are we like solitary shit?
He's fucking Jason Strain Nuts. What the fuck are we doing?
Jason's stray bullet instead of Stratham. I'm locked up, won't let me out. But so what is it going to take if this is what we're doing? If this is how he thinks he's goddamn Denzel and Equalizer. But if this is what this is going to take for this is their final send-off for this match. And we've had people set on fire. We've had Molotov cocktails. We've had pepper spray. We've ran through the gauntlet of GTA. What is it going to take to get either one of these men to actually say, I quit?
Right. Straight ham. This is, again.
Yeah, he is straight ham.
Straight ham, Snorhees. We want to know too, John, how does this end? What do we need to do?
Why are we here? I'm sorry. I know it's a cool visual of I'm a badass, but it's why? How are we here? Who's locked up? What jail is this?
Well, remember,
Why
Darby
is,
got taken
why is
away?
the mood lighting on right now?
Did Darby get taken away for trying to have like the Molotov cocktail?
Mox, man, you don't gotta turn on the red light. Why the fucking mood lighting? There's no guards. Everything's just dark, and this is an action movie scene. Last action hero is John Moxley.
I'm just an artist trying to show my art, and I can't wait to bleed. Right? Ryan. Oh, for Brian.
Yeah, well, and the audio is awful again. I don't know too much of what they said because they're literally, are they using the actual audio from Burn?
Yeah, right? Like, we're okay. I just, the Moxie stuff's so dreadful. I'll be right back in 1 second, Nick. I gotta.
No, you're good. You take your pause there. Trust me. KJ's going to put himself in solitary confinement for a minute because of how bad this segment is. But yes, folks, we've got Darby and Moxley's final words to each other. And again, I'm not trying to have it too loud to avoid copyright strike. But yeah, I'm going to need closed caption to figure out what they're saying in this whole thing. Now, granted, there is that kind of sycophant part of my brain that just watches the death matches and needs that kind of itch scratched and everything of just to see how far these guys are going to go. Like, I expect buckets with all of this of what is it going to take after we've had a casket match? We've had poison down throats and plastic bags over heads. We've had skewers. We've had flamethrowers. We've had Molotov cocktails. What is left to be had outside of literally actual explosives? I know we had an explosive ring that was more sparklers, but literally this, in their head, this is like Terry Funk, FMW exploding ring type shit of like, one of us almost has to die at this point for the end of this match to happen, but we know that's not going to happen. So how far are we going to raise the stakes here? YouTube being anyone in here, trust me, I think we've all had problems. Over the ropes. Are they in prison? I don't know. Somehow, some way, who got locked up here? I don't know who's on the side of being in and who's on the side of being out. Do we just start hearing like, you know what, honestly, if you wanted to do this, if they were doing their version, if they were doing blood and guts, and this was the video package of, so again, no fucking guards as Pac just walks in and just smashes them with the shit. As I was trying to put this segment over of this would have been a nice way of, Christ almighty, War Games. This is Sons of Anarchy. John Moxley just finished watching Sons of Anarchy and just thinks that he's fucking Klay Thompson. That is 100% what I feel the fuck this is right now. As so, Pac is just beating the out of Darby, and so we've got to have the spot of all the blood smeared across all the glass everywhere. Why? How did we get here? And so, at this point, they literally have to do it to where they put somebody in a body bag and like bury somebody. Why is it not a buried alive match or something at this point of, God damn it, can the stakes get any higher? Bonding one. What the? Jeez, oh. Moxley walking out of his fucking kink cave with, Renee out there, bonding one. So did you also not like this, not like segments like this on NXT? What segment like this was on NXT? Oh, wait, are you going to say Tony D'Angelo when it actually acted like he got locked up and everything like that, when they actually at least played that he was in prison? At least give me some goddamn context to it and everything. What are you going to compare this to of what happened in NXT? I was trying to give that promo, that whole segment credit of, hey, if this was to set up for, blood and guts of, hey, we've got to keep ourselves separate this much and everything like that. Maybe that, but this is now the third or fourth time. And again, we've been at this whole Darby and Mox thing all the way back since he crashed a car into the Death Riders. People don't forget. If you want to brag about long-term storytelling, then don't be mad when people remember long-term storytelling. As I'm in commercial break right now, so I will remind everybody, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe, as we're back at it tomorrow for a Wrestle Dream preview, Friday Night SmackDown, and here Saturday you're going to go to Dijak. I knew you were, son of a bitch. I'll talk to you in a minute, Boston. But we're also going to be here for Wrestle Dream on Saturday. We got the fantasy football, we got the fantasy hockey, we got this and that. So we got the merch stores, we got the Twitches out there if you're still having issues on your YouTubes, all of that. We got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs. And again, nobody's out here covering wrestling like we do. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do out here and everything. Yeah, MDB it's affiliated, not official with the fantasy basketball. But yeah, everybody else out there, maybe I'll be here, maybe no, we're out here watching all the live wrestling as much as we humanly can consume. And again, anybody out there saying we don't cover Collision, AEW came to us. So you don't want to work Saturdays? We'll work Wednesdays. Yo, did you tell KJ about the thing I sent you, Nick? About the Founding Fathers flag and everything. Yes, here. I will show that on screen as he's taking a pause. So yes, for anyone that says that we hate, AEW and everything, I got my, Founding Fathers flag. I got a AEW Dynamite flag. We were even featured in the crowd, thanks to Jose and everything, prominently on AEW Dynamite. So we're out here. We're hoping for a better AEW. 44 likes now. Well, let's keep this party going as we got 82 people. Let's see if we can reach triple digits out here, even after all of the YouTube hiccups and all of that. Yeah. I try to stick around if my food coma don't hit me first. Well, there you go. My guy. And Boston. All right, so let's address this. And when Dijak held someone captive and tortured for 3 weeks, very, very similar stuff. Was his gimmick, though, of Dijak was doing the whole, outlaw, vigilante, everything like that. I see where you're going with it. I'll respect it. I think it's a loose comparable at best. And also still, this is long in the tooth, I think, at this point with Moxley. Like I said, in different contexts, at different times, same thing with the Daniel Garcia turn. At different times, I think would have worked a lot better. I'll say that. As I've got Moxley coming up right through, it's Claudio. So what? Claudio. Yeah, Claudio and Darby. So there you go. That ties in perfect to it. So is Darby coming fresh out of lockup, fresh out of 3 hots and a cut? Didn't Dijak kidnap and torture? Yeah, he did that to a lot of people. That Dijak stuff was actually good, though. I mean, well, again, it's all perspective. Like I said, I can respect Boston's comment, and I understand it. And that's, I can see his point of view on it. And again, there was stuff that I wanted to praise in that. I was trying to do it, literally, and it cut me off from trying to give it compliments. But folks, let us know who you got for this match, whether you're taking Claudio or you're taking Darby. And hey, again, though, it feels like, I know it's some people enjoy when they do the 3 hours, you get everything all together. It's one big giant kickoff and everything like that. But is it one of those that they super front end load Dynamite and that by the time we get to Collision, we're limping to the end line here a little bit. Oh, sorry. Christ almighty. I was looking at that. That's when the vitamins are taking effect. And I will apologize for my previous comment of I misconstrued John Moxley and Claudio because, bald heads, beards in a faction and everything. But yeah, so Claudio versus Roderick Strong. So NXT circa, what would it have been? 2017, 2015, maybe. If not, maybe on the main roster. But yeah. So Claudio versus Roddy. And anyone taking Roddy? I know that he's kind of been character assassinated with the whole Adam and everything with that. But I mean, guy can still go. He would be great if hey, you want to bring back the old feel of Ring of Honor and you want to put it on YouTube and you want to make it more accessible and build it up as a separate brand or even a developmental thing, put fucking Ronnie down there. The guy who's known for Ring of Honor. I just bought my Halloween costume and it came with knee pads. Of course it did. Of course it did. Now I want to guess what Halloween costume came with knee pads. Unless you just specifically just bought knee pads. Yes, folks, again, let me know who you're taking for this match. We're taking Claudio or Roddy now that I can, the vitamins have worn off. My vision has been cleared because Braun Breaker gave me a spear. So now I can see who's actually in this match. I really miss the Undisputed Era in NXT. The past I first did. Shut up, Boston. They are one of my favorites factions in wrestling of all time. The Patriots? Oh, you just is sliding that in there. I see you, slick son of a bitch. I mean, what's wrong with buying knee pads? I mean, nothing wrong if you're a construction worker or other profession. Do we get Fletcher and Briscoe all tonight to build their match? Interesting. And I have a fear. I will say this out loud because I want to just get it out because I don't want it to happen. And I will explain. It will rectify, if it does happen, all of my reaction. If MJF shows up at Wrestle Dream and we still get him to where he costs Mark Briscoe the match with Kyle Fletcher, and we just continue this goddamn storyline between MJF and Mark Briscoe. No disrespect to Mark Briscoe, all disrespect to MJF. In KJ's words, what are we doing here? I will crash out for a minute if that's what happens. But I got Claudio with Roddy in a side headlock. Can Boston settle down? Pass won't be. I'm hoping. Trust me, we have not played good ball lately. It has been painful as a Bills fan to watch the past couple of games, especially living in New England. And I'm also wondering, appreciating of them on a bye week this week. My heart fakes me. As again, we've slowed this down. Slow way down. We've got headlocks aplenty right now. Again, Claudio with a headlock on Roddy. Scoop slam. Any word on Adam Cole? At this point, I still believe it's up in the air allegedly, but I feel, he's kind of all but done. It would still be one of those, could you make it a Daniel Bryan moment when he's able to come back and everything of that? Yeah, I've been cleared, y'all. It's kind of like Roman when he announced that, of that big, huge, holy moment, or does he, at this point, has he kind of just faded off into the sunset? MDB, it literally just popped in my head. Words. Speaking of popping in,
popping out, popping back in
again. I thought
again.
you were going to be coming back on the whole Daniel Bryan moment and everything with Adam Cole and the heroic moment. I was waiting to say that, and you didn't find your mark, so I just kind of
right. I did like where pop kind of fit it well as we are still rolling. I'm smiling ear to ear. Again, we'll talk a little bit about that Moxie Darby. We're bleeding in the pre-tapes We're bleeding in the pre-tapes.
We'll fight them on the beaches. We're
Yeah,
bleeding
no,
in the pre-tapes.
I mean, this match is going along again. Crowd's pretty subdued.
Slow it down. Slow it
Right.
way down.
And there is no investment in Claudio or Roddy at this point in 2025. Like nobody's
Why?
like.
Why should I not see Claudio versus Kyle Fletcher? Why are the Death Riders trying to be cool? Like, why is that not a thing? That's it. We want to talk about WWE building mid-card divisions and everything. Powerhouse Hobbs, Claudio Castagnoli, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe. That's your TNT title division. I'll throw it into Kingston just because fan service.
No, I mean, again, I don't. Yeah, I get why you threw in Kingston. And listen, I think that Boston was the one who was kind of like, oh, when NXT does this, I made fun of the Tony D'Angelo shit every time they did it. Every time they did it, I made fun of it. So I have to make fun of this too. Equally across the board. Unbiased take. It is so like D-level film, like independent university project film. That's what it all feels like. Like this
there was something there, though. There was something there. Like if that was like like I almost heard it in my mind's eye. If that's the the setup for a blood and guts, and if they could have used it and everything, to where then all of a sudden you hear the air raid siren.
Yeah.
Generals gathered in their masses.
Right.
That would be a cool little segue, little fucking intro video package and everything.
Right.
I saw what Moxley thought was badass. But so out of
I saw his vision
and everything. I saw what he saw.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, Boston. I listen. You can take me so far on the ride, and I'm very much for like, even as adults, it's harder than ever to like, just let your imagination stretch a little. And I feel like some of the younger generation don't do that as much of like, that's not real. Like you can Google it. It's not the right answer. No, just let your imagination go for a little bit and get into it. But there's a limit. And I think for me, because Moxley tries so hard to be like, this Oscar award-winning deep actor that just nobody sees my genius but me. It's just a struggle.
It's just like you do and everybody else does. I'm just a badass because I'm so fucking cool.
Right.
He thinks he's like literally he's Dom Toretto. He's Jason Statham. He is the fucking equalizer all wrapped up into one body.
Right. WWE fired Wes and put his bud in the speed tournament.
Oh, Wentz. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Zachary.
That's an asshole move.
Spaz, $2. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, sorry, Wes. But I could see Wes popping up in TNA, and now we got everybody back together. The gang's all here, folks.
Right. Well, and I think we did miss, I don't know if we read of a Spaz earlier, $10 super chat of Big Love Boys, the long in the mud suffering KK, Jiggy Jam, and the classy, contusive, and diplomat Large Nicholas, KJ and Private's party said to be coming to Havoc. Also, your title is misspelled. Fair enough. I guess we found out now that maybe we have a typo. I don't know.
I'm looking. Oh, it is nice.
Well, that's how you know, folks, that we're live and the vitamins are in full effect out here.
No.
As I got Claudio with a two count. But yeah, I mean, we haven't talked about it too much. I brought it up earlier. I know we both kind of seen it of the Jericho cruise ready to set sail in 2026, but not a single mention of AEW talent, AEW anything. If anything, anti-AEW.
As this match continues, sorry, I'm just trying to deal with something, but no, this match still going, Nick.
No, that's fine. That's why I was segueing to the Jericho thing, and I didn't realize you were.
Oh yeah, back to the Jericho thing. You're right. The Jericho thing's hilarious, and I don't know what it means. Is he that crafty? Is it like, could it be a thing of like, I'm not going to invite anybody, and they'll think this? Like, or is it he's not? He's not that crafty, right?
Never count a Jericho out, I feel, with that. He has managed to. He does still have great timing on shit. He's managed to make it work this long. He's managed to get Fozzy over somehow, some way. So
Right?
never count a
Not
Jericho
really.
out.
Not really.
At least amongst wrestling fans, there.
All right.
Fozzy, Stan. Well, no, it'd be Fozzy, Linkin Park, or no, Christ Almighty, Fozzy, Limp Bizkit, Creed, and then what would it be? Maybe a Linkin Park or Saliva.
Papa Roach.
No, Shinedown,
Kid
Red
Rock,
Theory.
Limp Bizkit.
Well, Limp Bizkit's definitely in there. If it's, what is your 5 bands of doom when it comes to pro wrestling?
Ooh. Drop kick to the outside. A little bit of a clap from the crowd. That's good. This is the match that never ends.
To me, it just feels like two guys that are out, like, misplaced. Like, this might be cool. Like, this would have worked in Ring of Honor in, like, early 2000s. To me, if I'm going to do anything with Roddy, he's in Ring of Honor right now. Why is Claudio not in your mid-card division?
Death Riders are involved in all this Derby stuff. There's offshoots of that. Death Riders are having issues with the ops. And then kind of out of left field, here's Roddy. And I like Roddy. I like Claudio. I think Claudio has a whole lot of upside to bring to a company. I just don't care. And people are going to, well, what a great match. It's an okay match going at an okay pace. And
I'm just imagining Claudio right now in the mid-card of WWE. And why don't we have it?
Right. MDB, I appreciate you, but also what I'll say is this. With 300 plus shows a year, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to have moments. And I appreciate the sympathy, my guy.
We'll put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable plenty of times.
Yeah. I just didn't care. Just paste. Let's go. We're moving on. Solid match, but no story or stakes. And again, an okay match. But once it starts getting long, like, I'm kind of, are you drawn right into this match? Am I being fair by saying it's okay?
I'm asking people about what are your 5 bands of doom and everything like that. I am talking about anything right now that is this match.
That's okay, folks.
Limp Bizkit, Motorhead, Downstate,
Motorhead,
Rob Zombie. You got to dig through the ditches and burn through the bushes.
Yeah, I like Motorhead being included because I mean, very Triple H centric.
That's just Hunter. That's
Claudio.
Hunter.
They did some. They used a couple songs for pay-per-view.
Evolution. That's it. Also Hunter.
Claudio Castagnoli gets the dub. You put some respect on Motorhead, damn it.
I respect them. I appreciate them. But it's all Hunter.
It's all Hunter.
It's all Hunter.
AC/DC.
So Claudio gets the win, and as to be expected, because he was the only one doing anything. This is the first time I've seen Roddy have a match especially a singles match in a minute.
Right. Yeah, Andrade gets brought in with no plan at all. But yeah, Claudio just walks out, and we're on to another little segment here. What's up?
This I saw on social media. This is the Takeshita after. This is Don Callis and the Callis family. Again, the guy's got to rent out a whole Chinese buffet because there's so many people in the Don Callis family. But this is where Takeshita at the fucking screen. It's so stupid because you can see behind the fucking screen. They're just waiting to hit play on the fucking video. It is literally so goddamn stupid. At least get a black curtain.
Wait.
Why did you go with a white one? At least get a black curtain. You can see behind there. There's Takeshita on the video screen. You just wait to hit play. He ain't just sitting there buffering the whole time.
Wait, am I wrong? But did certain members of the family not get invited to the dinner? Or are they at the kids' table? Where's the rest?
They went in the smoking section.
Right. Where's Mark Davis? Where's anyone else?
Where's Brian Cage?
Roppongi Vice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, there's Trent. I mean, at least.
So we got Trent, who's still in the cast. Lance,
still in the cast.
Okada, Fletcher, Josh Alexander, Hedgehero. The only people actually booked on shows. No Andrade still. No Wardlow. Wardlow can't be there in a sling.
No Wardlow. Yeah, and like there. Oh, there you go. You called
Yeah,
it.
so you can. Oh my God, they literally had the play thing. So, so you gotta. We're playing the message. He ain't there live. Now, if they had said that it was a tape message, fine, but at least hide it behind a black curtain instead of see-through.
Right. I could not be there today.
As I'm the most successful member of this family because I actually won a world title.
He's pulling a
And
Seth
I'm way
Rollins.
above this faction, and people actually want to cheer for me.
Mhm.
And I'm actually probably going to be like, if this company can get its shit together, probably the best guy in this company for a good bit.
Yeah.
And then Okada, I'm sorry, bitch.
You really want us to know what a badass family faction this guy has? Invite half of them to the birthday party.
Even Jesus could see 12. Even Jesus could see 12.
Takeshita should have said happy birthday, beach, and then with that, if you wanted to impress me.
Right, but they're showing that. Hey, they're showing the highlights and the replays of King of Wrestling. And again, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Not even just Takeshita and Zack Sabre Jr. I'll pitch for New Japan because you had Yoda Tsuji, you had Gabe Kidd, you had that hell of a match, you had everything with David Finlay. I love me some this, but yeah.
I guess. I mean, hey, check out
I
this
want
guy.
him to see to be actually properly featured. Him break away, him be the new babyface, him be the top guy in AEW.
Wait, was that the full
Takeshita?
Yeah, I mean, again, the thing that bothers me is I see that highlight package and I think, shit, man, we should have him on TV more.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping with, if you're gonna stroke, New Japan's back there a little bit, pause, of that you have their world champion on your TV a little bit more.
Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe. Mark Davis returns tonight. Oh, goody.
Oh, goody.
Oh my God.
Like,
when you've broken the leader of the Hopium tribe, when even he's broken his smoke 'em den peace pipe, that's when it's an issue.
It's just, again, guys, I always say we come into this with all the hope on a Wednesday. I think because it's like 3 straight weeks of 3-hour shows, and I feel like I feel like the weekly shows are mailed in and they're banking on really good pay-per-views.
Because they've been like, what, a week or so in between them. They haven't been too much in between them.
No.
It's been a hot
again, we talked about that burnout, a little bit of the apathy from the fan base, seeing kind of the interest in wrestling fall off deep in 2025 after, where we talked a lot late 2023, 2024 about the renaissance of wrestling. I feel like late 2025 is the lull.
I know we could talk about it and it would take over the whole rest of the stream. That might be a video idea at some point if we can find the time of, has the wrestling bubble burst? Because I'm starting to worry it has. It might be, buy on the high here or sell on the high.
So funny. Mark Davis comes out. Josh Alexander comes out. Hechicero gets a special introduction. Don't worry,
because he's the only one in that faction that wins fucking matches right now.
Don't worry about these two pieces of garbage right behind me. But this guy, the guy with the magic fingers, here he comes.
Chris Angel out here.
Look,
David Blaine.
Like Josh Alexander, Mark Davis, you lump of fucking nothing. How dare you? Like, just stay back there. Losers.
Mark Davis feels like the Tucky of this group. And yeah, well, we just had, what was it? We just had Hechicero versus Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Title. 2 6-man tag matchup. Yeah, because we needed Mark Davis to run out there and beat up Ibushi after he broke his fucking femur that we could have cut out of the match too.
It's almost like, yeah, I don't get it. Yep.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna, I know we're live all the time and everything, but imagine if we taped a video and kept in all the blemishes and everything like that. I mean, maybe you'd appreciate it, but I don't think any of us broke a femur. Are going to be out 2 years.
You're a wizard, Harry. I like it. No, I mean, again, I would have maybe found a way to clip away or kind of clean that. You don't, even if you showed him getting carted off, but you didn't,
Just cut it out. Just cut that minute. You just cut to they fall outside, and then you cut to Mark Davis coming down. Holy shit, who would have known?
Right. Tony Khan trying to push Don Callis family into NWO, where you get a member, you get to be a member, you get to be a member. Everybody gets to be a member, says Chris. Again, and if you're going to do it, then have all 13 of them, or at least 12 or 11 in the room. So you're like, holy fuck, look at this big badass family. And they could actually have some banter, maybe offer some personality. Nope. Like you said, it was campy, it was shitty. We knew who was behind the screen. Like, they're terrible.
Would you not do a Last Supper Don Callis painting? Because we've done all the phallic paintings and everything else like that. Would you do a Last Supper Don Callis painting? Because I feel like they would fit it out and everything.
Right.
But would you look at that? I got 4 stamps on my watching AEW Dynamite on live card. So I'm going to go see if I can get my 5th punch and, join the Don Callis family. So I'll be back at it like a jackrabbit.
There you go. Nick going to find himself some orange chicken, and we will roll on, folks. We're in a commercial break. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Wrestle Dream preview and prediction show. We're looking forward to this one, as we will break down the card. We will go through it. We'll see what gets added tonight. If anything, I think we're at 8 or 9 matches now. The safe assumption is they're going to add more. So we'll see where that goes. But be there tomorrow, of course, Friday. We have SmackDown back at its regular time, and we're looking forward to see what happens there as they get ready for Saturday Night Main Event coming up very soon. But don't forget to get your merch. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. And I'm not sure what's coming up next, but we're going to find out together. And I told everybody out there, I don't know, really struggled with this card this week. I feel like you've been given a lot of opportunity lately, pardon me, to have these longer shows as Outcome the Jurassic Express. And instead of really kind of capitalizing and making some of these shows, Title Tuesday didn't feel like it was worth anything. The 6th anniversary felt kind of meh. And now here we are tonight, and it is what it is. We got opportunities, and we're missing it. Callis hasn't recruited any women yet. True. I don't think I don't know if I can say what I'm thinking, but there may be a reason why that hasn't happened, sir. Maybe best for everybody. As here come the Jungle Express, as they will be teaming up with the cleaner, Kenny Omega. So I don't know how we feel about this one, folks, but I will take your predictions and let us know who you taking in this one. Here we go. As we got the Callis family, who I guess fresh off of birthday dinner, are getting ready for Kenny and the Jungle. All right. Who you taking? Let me know. As let me just peek over here. 5-2 Blue Jays as that one leaves the ballpark. Let's go. Britt Baker. What about her, Alan? How you doing? They would be better with Don Phillips. Jurassic Express. Kenny Omega. Let's go. Kenny Express for the win. I feel like Claudio Roddy match was just filler, because what did it build or lead to for Wrestle Dream? It 100% filler. It felt like filler. It was filler. The crowd reacted like it was filler. Some out there are going to tell you it was a banger. It was okay. It was long. It was slow. It was drawn out. And I don't think people are into it. I don't think you are increasing your audience or your fan base with matches like that. I think a lot of people love criticizing booking out there. But if your favorite show booked stuff like what we're going to get here tonight, you probably just keep your opinion to yourself, because, I mean, clearly there's issues here. Kenny Omega. I don't know why I did it like that, but that's how it came out. Kenny gets all the pyro. Kenny deserves all the pyro. Kenny's a star. Kenny's the top guy in this company. I don't like where Kenny's positioned right now. I think Kenny could be doing more serious things. And it's just been random. A lot of like scrambled egg trios matches. You're going to fight the Death Riders with these two partners. You're going to fight the Ops with these two partners. You're going to fight the Callis family. Now you're going to fight other members of the Callis family. There's no real consistency to who he beats up, but he's fun to watch. Claudio is getting sick of it. He was a top guy, mid-carder in WWE for the last few years, and he has been paid a lot to be a joke. The only argument people will make against that, Chris, is that Claudio is in the top faction in the company. He's had a prominent role. He gets booked a lot, whether we like it or not, like as far as he's present a lot of times in the background. But again, with bad booking, it's not really helping get any of the guys over. So the fans weren't booing Claudio when he came out tonight. The fans weren't cheering Roddy when they came out tonight. Just kind of going through the motions. The Ops for LFI tonight, I could see LFI winning. It would be crazy, but I think I could see the Ops winning randomly. Oh, sorry, LFI. Kenny is the mixer. That depends on how you look at it, bro. Brian, do you think Britt could return it? I don't think so. I don't think so, Brian. I think there's a lot of things that got to work out from there. Unless something drastically changes and Britt's lawyers or somebody's lawyers are able to get something locked down. We know in the past that Tony eventually caves and, sign these NDAs and you can go. That's generally his big point of, and that's, I think, one of the things you'll want from Britt, because Britt seems like the type that would share the news. So I don't know. Up in the air. I don't expect to see her. Part of me wonders if I'll ever see her back on AEW. Like, do they try it? Do they try and come to a common ground? We may never see Britt Baker again. Spaz, thank you, sir. Running a pre-show and a show at the same time Saturday. We've been down this road. And they started doing this last time. It's got to be one of the dumbest fucking things ever. And I don't know how anyone defends it. Even the most diehard of sicko out there has to scratch their head and go, wait, why are they doing this? And I said it, like, if you're in Canada or if you're outside the US, it gets really confusing because you're watching where it says pre-show and you assume that's the pre-show, not knowing that if you search, there is an actual completely different pre-show with matches. If you're going to do the tailgate thing on TBS, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, AEW is running the tailgate on TNT, I believe, actually. And at the same time, they're running a pre-show on YouTube like they normally do, or on Bleacher or wherever. They're counter-booking themselves. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense at all. Do one or the other. Do one before the other. I do not get it. So why do you have these three people in the arena breaking down the show and giving us all the hype for the pay-per-view if other shit's going on? Now, I said earlier, I did want to mention something as well, but I happened to notice that FTR are back on the pre-shows again. So considering Dax loves beating that Tony Khan drum so hard and he brags so much and, we're the best and the best. He keeps telling everyone that, well, how they've had such the greatest of runs and da-da-da. And even by his own admission, when he gave a list of accomplishments in AEW, most of them go back 2 or 3 years. Nothing recent because they haven't done shit recent. And now they're back on pre-shows, tailgates. So help me understand it. For Dax out there, if you guys really are what you say you are, is it your boss that doesn't get it and not booking you guys? Are you just okay with doing the pre-show stuff and not having any angles or doing anything relevant? And I know someone's going to try and use, the whole thing with Christian and Edge or Christian and Copeland against me, but that got botched. They ran the return match back at All In against nobodies and softened the blow and didn't even build that well. So didn't really pan out. So let me ask you, Dax out there, really, are you what you say you are? Are you cementing your legacy as a guy who's been a fan of yours for so long? Listened to your podcast, was proud of kind of the approach you took when you did the podcast. But once you signed that check, you got all quiet and just back to rah. And it doesn't seem to matter how much you're booked, how little you're booked, how irrelevant you're booked. You're happy. Yo, everything's good. And I mean, kudos to you for that. But are you the tag team you say you are? And if you are, is it the booker that's not giving you the opportunity to prove that? Or do you feel like this mediocrity is good enough to be one of the best ever? Because I used to think you were one of the best ever. Over the last couple of years, poof. Where'd it go, Dax? Where'd it go? Went missing like your hair. And listen, no hate there because I can relate. But where did it go? Are you what you said you were? I want proof, because watching you on these pre-shows, watching you miss pay-per-views altogether, watch you running around, not doing much of anything, it's rough. It's rough. But I digress. By the way, there is a match going on as Jungle Boy just gets shucked by Mark Davis. Big shoulder block. Kenny Express getting 75% from the chat. And that's a long-winded rant, kind of touching on what Spaz had to say, though. But, yeah, let's go. We fired Wes. Got that one. Wait. Mox in prison, Cal's family in the restaurant, and Tony D writing for AEW. Let's go. And listen, it felt very Tony D. We're in the restaurant, like you said. We got the prison scene. But you're in this prison scene where you're between glass, but then Pac just walks through the door like there's, okay, no security. The security guard, whoever brought, like, it was keeping this place running. Again, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Fuck it. Who cares about the plot holes? There we go. I think I got him now, buddy. KJ has more hair than Dax. Slightly. Depends on the day of the week. But, and again, that actually comes from a loving place. And I find Dax he presents himself over the last while just super insecure and super worried that what he wants his legacy to be isn't what it is. And it's unfortunate. Speaking of I don't know what.
Speaking of unfortunate and insecure, but also, folks, make sure you tune in for Geekbox's pre-show, for Anthony's pre-show, I'll do a separate pre-show and everything for Wrestle Dream, because that's how AEW does it, right? And we're going to do all the pre-shows. We'll counterbook the shit out of each other and everything.
Right? Yeah, I mean, again, we'll just counterbook everybody. I don't get it.
We'll counterbook ourselves. Then we have no one to blame but the ratings. What are you doing? I'm kicking my own ass.
And if you are just the typical fan, I would say typical, you tune into where you usually watched AEW, and there's a pre-show. They're giving you highlights and clips and packages about the pay-per-view. You would never think, for the life of you, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says, you would never guess that at that same time you're watching the pre-show, there's another show, and that show has matches.
We want to talk about confusing of how to find wrestling and everything right now. And you got to have that platform and you got to have this app and everything. I didn't know I needed 3 apps to watch a pre-show, pre-game cook-off for AEW.
Right? AEW needs an enema. Woo.
Whoa, no. That's aggressive.
Right. But we're back to the action, by the way, as Kenny and the Express. Kenny and the Express. Didn't quite fit.
It's kind of there. Dun, 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 dun.
But are taking on the Callis family. Mark Davis he looks like the Butcher from down the block. Which, I mean, they have.
You should put him in a tag team with the Butcher, who I believe is still on the contract.
Can we call it the fucking rump roast?
You put him in. Is it Rich Holland? Once he recovers, he's the Steam Hams out there and everything. So yeah, that's their team name.
Fucking hell. FTR went from almost main eventing All Out to the pre-show tag match again. Listen, I said it with nothing but love. It wasn't hate. It wasn't anger. I wasn't being overly disrespectful. Nick, you're back now. I have an issue with the FTR and how they've been booked and how they look, and then to see Dax very much on the offensive publicly, it seems silly to me. Like, if you are truly going to leave a legacy and be one of the best tag teams ever, you got to be doing more than you're doing, bro.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. I feel like we've been saying this for like 3+ years, 2+ years at this point. No, I'm being dead serious of it as Kenny hits a moonsault. One, two. I was going to say, of course, Josh Allen's going to be the one to take a fuck pin.
Yeah, I almost said the exact same thing, my guy. Like, fuck, of course.
They've gone from arguably, or almost not even arguably, the greatest active tag team in pro wrestling
in the world
to an afterthought in tag team pro wrestling.
Right. When's the last time they like really had a true sniff of the belt? When are they ever around the belt?
It would have been probably around the Bucks.
Right. But I mean, again, you have all this shit. You got Bibbins, it's not helping. And you're on the pre-show doing a
Bibbins is more over than any of them. Everybody's more concerned about whether Bibbins gets bitches or not.
The difference is Bibbins is like, I get no hose, where Dax is like, I could get hose if I wanted to.
I just repel them away with my Twitter.
Yeah. And then this, like, I mean, they've talked a lot about him trying to be tough.
Is Dax the Sean Ross Sapp of the AEW locker room?
Kind of. I was about to say that. Like, even with the fans, like that whole playing tough with the fans, and the fans aren't flinching and it makes them look bad. That's like the Ross Sapp of like, you want to go? You want to go? You're like,
excuse you, sir. Excuse you, sir. This is a Wendy's.
Welcome to the BK Lounge.
Right. Yeah. Oh, my guy. The fact that you brought up the BK Lounge brought up so many like college memories and everything. Oh my God, did that strike a nostalgia chord? Anytime you go to the BK, you go to Burger King, I'm going to the BK Lounge.
The BK Lounge, bro. Got my coops.
Which I fuck with BK way more than I do McDonald's or anything like that.
Right. Oh, me too. Big knee from Omega.
Oh, I got Mark Davis just serving right hands like fucking Waffle House waitresses.
Oh, we gotta be.
And he looks like one too.
What?
I said he's serving right hands like Waffle House waitresses, and I said he looks like one too. See, I'm brave. I said it back.
Right, Chief?
He looks like the guy that would catch a chair in a Waffle House fight. Where's Malcolm?
Where's Malcolm? So Lucha goes to the outside after everybody ran around. Lucha's like, I go down the apron now.
Yeah.
One guy got it. Callis on the apron.
Why would he distract him?
Chop block. Kenny's got a match on the weekend.
And doesn't look great on the weekday. So maybe we should save him for the weekend.
Oh, Jack Perry saves Kenny. And Mark Davis destroys Perry.
Isn't Jack Perry one of the guys who was out there destroying Kenny Omega before? Was with the faction that fired Kenny Omega, was with the faction that pile drived, Tony Khan and everything. People don't forget. You can't be selective with this long-term storytelling shit if you're going to incorporate, well, we did something 3 months ago. It might matter now.
Pile driver on Kenny. Oh my God! I
would swear to Jesus.
It's not.
If Mark Davis got the win, we'll just end this now. We'll just go watch Evolve.
The match is going too long when you don't even get a big pop on that 2 count. Like, this is just running around. Now they're all going to
so you can very visibly see, and especially with the overhead, you could see to where Lucia and Josh timed to where they got in the ring. They did a little fake struggle to where, you bumped me into this here to break this up.
Yeah, Nick, Cachachero.
That's over more than.
Sorry, you're in that one.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to get the Jurassic Doomsday device.
The match is so fucking boring. Down he goes.
Hit
Chachero. 1, 2. Get the fuck out of here.
Chachero takes the pin, but is it still? And Jack Perry gets it, but it's still one of those of I know we even pitched a philosophy. I know Boston's mentioned it of we'll just negate the story and just watch the match. Even then, the match isn't super entertaining. The match is kind of boring, bland on itself. And again, I'm sorry. I need some seasoning. I need some salt and pepper, some simmer saute in my shit.
And what's the match with? What are these guys doing at Wrestle Dream?
You have two guys that are fighting the Bucks.
That's right.
And you have a guy who should
Here
be
the
mad
Bucks. Here the Bucks. Here the Bucks.
Oh, Jesus.
Just when you thought it was going long. Super kick. Terrible. Super kick. A little better.
But again, so
Ooh.
Kenny's business is...
Kenny just rolls out. Like, good job, team. Fuck y'all.
Why isn't Kenny going after Kyle Fletcher, the guy who put him the fuck out?
Oh, but we've...
Yeah, that would make too much goddamn sense now, wouldn't it?
How many times have we done this, though, with the Bucks and Kenny? I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you.
This is the whole story. This is...
Like, you guys are...
Hogan and Nash. This is Hogan and Nash and WCW and everything like that with the NWO. No, it's that whole shit of like, we all know you have creative control over what you're doing. You just choose to have your shit in a prominent spot all the time.
Right? Even the aftermath is chaos. Like, everyone says everywhere, hold my hand again. I can show you the world. Down goes everybody. Best match ever.
I like how he's like, I don't want to be called Jungle Boy anymore as I go back to my Jungle Boy gimmick. How much wood could a woodchuck whittle if a widow could woodchuck could whittle?
I don't care about MDB. I'm only here so I don't get fined, bro.
I'm the leader of the hopium of the optimism here tonight. I'm still trying to get us to the end of the line here.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
That's my line. Yeah, see, exactly. Rick saying, I love how Nick trying to keep his composure without staying. No, it's definitely not in character for me to not be cursing, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to conduct this, down the line so we can at least make it till end of the show here.
Right. Like, fuck, man. And listen, I know I'm in a grumpy mood. I know I am. I admit it. I admitted it off the top today. But give me something, Tony. Give me a crumb. Give me something. This is fucking hog.
Give me a bump. Yeah.
No, but give me something. Like, outside of, we agreed. Hurt Syndicate, GOA, just in a microscope, good match. Good booking.
Yes.
Beyond that, I don't give a flying fuck about any of this.
Right. And so that's the thing is, think about it. We're an hour and 20 minutes into the show.
That's it. Oh,
we're halfway there. Whoa, Tony's on a prayer. Because what else is still left here to do? Like that match right there, Megan Bayne versus Harley Cameron might be the main event of tonight.
That's amazing.
They reverse engineer the shit out of this instead of hey,
right?
Let's build to the main thing. Let's build 3 hours to where you want to tune in for 3 hours. No, folks, if you want to tune out after the first half hour, you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Even what we got in the first 30 wasn't enough. Like, this is like going to one of those fancy restaurants and they got like 3 dots on the fucking plate. And they're like $80, please. You're like, what the fuck are these 3 dots? Where's the food? Bring the food. That's what I feel like tonight is. But it's like
Ron Swanson
a trashy, expensive place.
Well, like I was saying, are we Ron Swanson out here? You're bringing me the food my food eats.
Right. Salad is a promissory note that food will soon arrive.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God bless John Panette. Yeah, 100%.
Hot take. Who should be Cena's last match? Should it be Dirty Dom or it definitely should be Dirty Dom just to make this guy happy. What about The Rock, Nick?
Fourth in a lifetime?
Rock Cena one more time. They actually try it.
I'm still waiting for we get just a one-night trade. Come on, let's do it. Let's bend the rules of free agency. I'm waiting for on this day, I see clearly.
It would
Well,
be
remember when all the rumors were flying off the handle with that, and everyone's like, no, he's going out to shoot Percy Jackson. Oh,
right.
fuck. Which, why would you start that knowing the guy's going to turn around and have to bail once you start to get into the thick of it?
Yeah, and even if that's what we said earlier about like, even if he's going off to act, I think your job as a booker is to kind of work accordingly. And I mean, maybe that wasn't the time to have his wife get involved, and then because it did nothing, because it's now dead. Like there's no get back. Like there's so many things that happen as we get Sky Blue. So at least we know that's not the main event later tonight.
Right. So it'll be Harley Cameron.
I think it might be Wheeler Yuta. Not much
Fuck.
better. I think I'd rather end the night.
What match is Wheeler Yuta in?
Wheeler Yuta and Danny Garcia are taking on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like the most boring tag team, like the generic fucking.
Do we get Do-Rag Danny?
Yeah. We get fucking riding through this world.
Yeah. Well, no, does that main event Dynamite or does the trios belt? Because we still got the trios belts on the line. But
know.
it's Orange Cassidy and Orange Cassidy main events.
Do you think Tony Khan considers giving LFI the trios titles because Joe's fighting Adam Page? Or does it matter? Is it inconsequential?
Well, Christ, you had a good question and you gave me the fucking escape hatch there. It doesn't matter. But I would like to maybe see LFI, which still sounds like a band name from the early 2000s that was on the Warped Tour.
Chinese food makes me sick.
Right, yeah. A bit with that. If they opened for Sum 41 on Warped Tour, it does LFI. But it'd be one thing if they actually did it. The trio spells don't matter worth a shit anymore at this point, respectfully. I'm more concerned even with, yes, Boston shout out to AFI, I actually like that, but I'm more concerned with where'd Andrade go? Why did Andrade show up? Attack Kenny was booked for a title match in Mexico, and apparently he's going to already no-show.
Well, it's baffling. Like, why did Andrade beat up Kenny? So Kenny got beat up by Kyle. He does not care. Kenny is such a, I'll be nice, but such a not aggressive person. He can be put on a stretcher by Kenny or by Kyle and no revenge. Then you got Andrade shows up, beats him up. We don't even talk about it. Kenny's like silently being abused by the booker of AEW, and he's just quiet, poor guy. We need to get Kenny some help here.
But the call was coming from inside the room because he's the booker of AEW too, so he's kicking his own ass.
Right. I think it should be Bronson Reed. No, that's too much of a leap.
No.
Yeah. Sky Bluey.
Well, I don't know if I can come up with somebody outside of a Gunther maybe that would need it or that would fit there that in the moment or anything. But yeah.
But here's I'm kind of torn because this run has been a bit all over the place, but if Gunther is the guy, then you would assume that Gunther's 100% winning.
Yeah.
And okay, is that so we have that moment where John gets himself back up and his chest is all red and he waves goodbye? Or do you put him in there with somebody like maybe The Rock where he could actually win the match and we leave on that happy-go-lucky note?
No. We go on John just put me down. We go on John going out the way Bully Ray thought he was going out versus the Hardys of just put me down. I'm Old Yeller. Just put me out to pasture.
Right. Andrade
well,
is
who you got, sir? No, Jamie Hayter or Sky Blue?
I think Hayter needs to win. She's fighting Thekla on Saturday. So, I mean, again, good news is that is a non-title mid-card, mid-lower card women's match on a pay-per-view. That's good news for Tony. Good job.
Yeah, but Jamie Hayter should be in your world title picture. Jamie Hayter should be probably one of the next people, regardless of who wins between Tony and Stat. I never went back for my belt. I never got a shot back. We should, Velma needs to find the Scooby-Doo clues, or Daphne. Sorry, not Velma. Daphne needs to find the Scooby-Doo clues to back to that AEW Women's World Title belt.
Right, as Hater raining down punches, the crowd counting along. Good energy. Again, Haters get a good reaction. This is why it's hard to have one lady hold your other title hostage forever.
Yeah, but you have good matches around it, and we just add our own, on the undistinguished, a fan vote of she's the true TBS champion. We're respecting the lineage.
AEW Women's Champion. Let's go.
Well, and does this start to really? This is where I get into the whole laws of wrestling of he or she who goes over on this show goes under on the pay-per-view. This is where Tony really follows the laws of wrestling, I feel a little bit.
As Julia having a bit of a show off here with or showdown. Oh, eats a kick. Not the greatest camera angle for that.
Well, she was trying to go Julia into saying hit me, then it's a DQ. Oh, that's a move. Swing neck breaker.
Going after that injured neck. As I go to pitcher and pitcher.
I go to commercial, so I got Cole's mom.
Hey.
KOHL, not KO, not COLE.
Adam Cole, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be involved in German.
You clicked on that one. Read it.
I shouldn't have. W for the cameraman. Don't upset Gail Kim. Knock it off. What?
Why? Well, the whole Gail Kim thing's a whole different story. But yeah, where's Andrade? Yeah, and why no Jericho AEW?
Oh, the Jericho Cruise. Now, this is just conspiracy theory. And again, I wondered to myself, could he be crafty enough to he knows who's coming from AEW, but we're going to hold it back. We're going to play this. I don't know. I don't know if he's that crafty anymore. It would be cool if he pulls it off. But right now, it's got everyone talking. Why is there no?
He's got to be the biggest free. Well, is he making himself the biggest free agent talking everything? Because WWE wouldn't allow. So you're going to have your own branded cruise, and you're going to be under our brand and attached to us. I say nay.
Well, I think what's changed with the new world of WWE, a lot of times that's part of the negotiation now, with Cody, the branding and stuff being involved. Maybe Jericho says, once a year I do hey, I'll bring your guys on, but once a year I do a cruise. And if you want to sub-associate it with it, but I would like to do this. I think there's more flexibility in 2025 in the negotiations. Now, they might say, fuck no, never. I mean, we don't want to be involved. We don't want to know what happens. We don't know. But it is interesting, and people did point out, this has been very AEW heavy for the last few years for obvious reasons. And so far, it's a lot of free agents that have been announced.
Well, is this just kind of Jericho's new thing of he goes the full pirate gimmick? I have no loyalty to any, company. I just, sail the high seas with my cruise he kind of just goes on his own little venture of I'll do what I want to do. I'll just keep my own shit is it the Matt Cardona kind of vein? Is it anything like that? If I just, screw it, I'm going to just do what I want to do. I got enough money. I can do what I want.
Yeah. I made enough money. I'm filthy rich. And I'm going to tour with my band, and I'm going to do my cruise once a year, and life is great. Life is gravy. And nobody's, on the internet telling me how bad I suck at wrestling anymore. Might work, Jack. Might run it, try it.
Right. We'll get press passes, but yeah, he's out there. He can just sail the high seas and just do his own wrestling shows and everything, and just force everyone to listen to Fozzy 24/7.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Please make it stop.
You wake up. I become. Imagine you're out there with the missus and trying to get the bunks rocking and everything. Go with the motion ocean. I become.
International waters, folks.
Oh,
Who could TK debut at WrestleDream? Now, I saw this going into all out, like, oh, there's so many people going to be coming. WrestleDream, same thing. So many people are going to be showing up on this show. I think Tony's got to be careful with the hot shotting. I mean, who do you bring in that really is going to cause a ripple effect right now?
Karrion Kross.
That would be the big one, I think.
That's the only one, I think.
Right?
I'm trying to remember any big names that Wesley.
Wesley's not going to cut it. Who was the other one that just left?
Anawahi.
Yeah, Lance. I don't know. There's something there. There's more to that Lance story.
Roman. No,
there has to be more than the Lance story. He was in the Performance Center for over 2 years, and then they cut bait. He wasn't on LFG, nothing.
With the MFT and the bloodline being all the things right now.
Yeah, like what is Lance just not like couldn't find his stride?
I don't know, my guy.
What I don't get it. I don't know what could have happened.
Jason out here becoming a member for 27 months. Shout out, my guy. Again, we do have the super chats, the super stickers, and all of that. Joe Hendry should be John Cena's last opponent. No,
I don't think so.
Why would I give John Cena's last match to a guy who doesn't work for my company? Respectfully, and I get fan service wise, you can fantasy book it. Maybe it'd be cool that way, but business wise, it makes zero sense.
Yeah. Oh, terrible Insiguri. Back elbow though was nice. No, I think that would have been fun, like a SmackDown moment, like Joe, like maybe Cena's talking about those guys out there doing great things, and he says Joe's name, and Joe appears, and you have a little SmackDown moment. Maybe not even a match, but I think for the last opponent, it's not the right fit. Too big for Joe's britches.
Well, yeah, we were clicking on the same thing. We were both trying to get into britches. Pause. Spaz with a $5 super chat out here. Apparently, AEW was seeking outside creative pitches for non-finishes for multiple ladies matches this weekend, leading to the ladies' war games.
I want to know, Spaz, I saw this. Who's the source on this? Like, who's saying this? Because A, if it's true and it's getting out, what the fuck? B, if it's true, what the fuck? And C, what the fuck?
Where do we apply?
What are we doing? What are really? Who are they asking? Their fans? Will Washington.
Where do we apply? We've already done. Listen, if Vince Russo can goddamn be a consultant and allegedly do the Money in the Bank briefcase at the top of Titan Towers, I mean, shit, I think we can do at least as good as that, if not better. That ain't a hard hill to climb over.
Listen, you and I offer as many opportunities for them to kind of consider other avenues than they've gone. Even like we said, we try and be on the constructive side as much as possible. I don't know. I want to know more about this, Spaz. That's craziness to me.
I have not seen that going around. So that's the first I've heard of it. So I was just like, where do I sign?
Did you hear Dakota Kai plans to retire from ring action? I did not know that.
No,
I have not heard that.
But I also, her beau, Carl Fredericks, Christ almighty, why am I blanking already on his name? Eddie Thorpe has kind of already done that, and just more going to being a creator, DJ
now,
just living life and everything. So yeah,
okay.
Maybe he'll come back and do the theme songs for WWE because Def Rebel's on their dying days.
I've been maybe we shouldn't go there. I was just gonna say I've been seeing Tegan Knox on the internet lately, nothing to do with wrestling, and I don't know if it's helping her grow an audience at all. It might not be the right.
Is she trying to grow something on certain audiences? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know if it's helping her.
Not your cup of tea.
You're not Mandy Rose. We'll put it that way. And it's over. Nice win. Long match.
All win.
And Thecla's not even at ringside, I don't believe. I think it's just Julia.
They're just Julia. And now do you get Thecla runs out, and again, do we follow the laws of wrestling of he or she who goes over on the go home show goes under on the pay-per-view? Because Who needs to push more right now, Thekla or Jamie Hayter? Jamie Hayter returned on a pre-show, former women's world champion, never got a shot back at her title. Tekla's your big, hire your big free agent signing.
Yeah, it's essentially who's going to stand on whose head to get out of the bottom of the barrel. Like that's what this is, and it's unfortunate. Thekla came in and it was going to be a big deal. That went awry. The injury it's not their fault that Jamie got hurt. But look, Jamie playing to the crowd, Jamie getting applause. This is somebody that I'd rather see on my TV weekly or more often than a Mercedes. By the way, no Mercedes on. Oh wait, Thekla. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, but I will say that's a clever little thing of they started it upside down and they pivoted it right side round, obviously playing in on her, kind of doing the whole talk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like Thekla.
What?
I like Thekla. I like
no, you literally nailed it on the head of that needs to be a constant thing that needs to be said more of. That's 100% what this is, of who's standing on whose head to not be at the bottom of the barrel here.
Right.
With this, because that's what it is, and that's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like if Mercedes Moné was available to work Wrestle Dream, these two women would not be on it.
Who's what now? Sorry, I missed the first part of that.
I think if they were doing a Mercedes match in addition to the Tony match, that this match wouldn't be on Wrestle Dream at all.
Oh, I'll give you that, but I'll tell you that this match would be better than any Monet match on.
I agree.
The book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it's gonna be great. I like Sky Blue. I like Julia. The booking has to increase. The booking has to come up. And you got some really talented women. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that every company in wrestling books women better than AEW.
Let us not forget, though, because they seem to have even forget that this is building to Women's Blood and Guts in November. That all of this, from Willow to Sky Blue to Thekla to Jamie Hayter, this is all building towards Women's Blood and Guts. See, we said her name 3 times and she shows the fuck up. Fucking boogeyman of wrestling.
I'm gonna bounce the fuck out.
Don't take your pause here with the sweet summer child out here with all the fucking butterflies.
Oh, sweet child.
She's making me upchuck in my stomach, but it's not because of butterflies.
She's here to smash.
Oh.
Are they gonna add her to Wrestle Dream like last minute?
I mean, well, shh.
I'm just
we said this. Stop saying this. Stop mentioning that there was only so many few matches on this card, and Tony won't add 17 matches tonight. The longest reigning TBS champion. So we are hot dogging and grandstanding.
And she fake screams.
That's the thing, you can see it's so ungenuine. Imagine right now, you just told me I won $1 million, and I went, ah, ah. Hey, this is why, again, we say where shit is real and raw, because you can tell when we really we ain't out there that shit.
Sasha out here, reacting like a live streamer, like, oh my God, I can't believe this. How I gotta run.
AJ Francis, I can't believe it. Yes, boo that man. But yes, so we've officially, Mercedes Moné is not only 10 belts Moné anymore, she is now officially passed Jade Cargill as the longest reigning, defending, undisputed TBS champion.
All the awards. And again, I have no reason to not, great job, Sasha, but it just doesn't feel, you said it all feels manufactured. And people are going to say, well, all wrestling's manufactured, KJ. I don't know what you're talking about. This feels as fake as fuck. And I don't like that word.
Porn level acting.
Porn level acting.
No, sub porn level acting.
Sub porn level. Hashtag sub porn.
No, I don't need that on my fucking browser history, my search history. Fucking FBI gonna be kicking in my door. Whoa, now that's what. Or did we get a sneak peek at Tony Khan backstage right now?
Right. The mountain. Wait, what? I'm gonna break before I get caught up in that.
You break before you break something else, my guy.
Just give me something to break.
The break. Trios title main eventing, now main eventing Dynamite or main eventing Collision. Because again, we can't just say it's one collective show. We still have to actually still have the split. Like, I'm watching this on Max. I feel when they turn to 10 o'clock, I will have to try and find the other Collision stream on Max. It won't just carry over for the 3 hours. Why? You know it's going to be a 3-hour block. You've already built it that way. Why do you need to split it between the two shows? Why do you not just have Collision be your, we've got a special episode of Collision tonight. It's our, tailgate throwdown for Wrestle Dream. Just do that. It's already there. It's already written for you. You've already got the time. Why do you need to move? Mercedes walks into him on, "It's sir. Do you explain?" Chris and Mercedes is the David Arquette of the TBS division. A little bit. I'm going to Hollywood. Yeah, she's up there. So all we're missing is now, well, Jeff Jarrett works for the company. God damn it. Do it, Jeff. This 10-belt gimmick feels so forced. Yes, and I know. And again, this is one of the biggest whole conversations out there of stop beating up Monet. It's not her fault. She doesn't have creative control. She's revolutionized women's wrestling. Really? Anyone want to name outside of 3 promotions? And that's, I'm saying CMLL and New Japan. Outside of those 2 in AW. Anyone want to name a champion she's of? Anyone want to name who she beat for a title? Anything? Anyone want to know when she's going to defend those titles again? Is she going to, show up in any of those promotions, anything? But speaking of a man who shows up all the time for this promotion, I got Hangman Page coming out right now. JV, what up, my guy? Been a minute. We can't explain it. We want to stay hot. Yes, I know. I don't. Listen, we're doing our best out here. But yeah, so we're getting Hangman on commentary. Why do I feel like Hangman and Danielson are going to be a better commentary duo than anything Shivani or Excalibur have to say? Monet is the state fair champion of the Jersey Swamplands. Yes. I also heard that she, has a Nigerian uncle who wants to sell her
Los Ingobernables.
Los Fashion Ingobernables. Now, remember, they're LFI instead of LIJ, LIG. And again, Sammy Guevara. So what is it? So now, because Sammy's got to be out here with this, we told Andrade to fuck off for 2 weeks, as we can't have you at the same time, at the same place. And I like how some people out there, this is the most dominant this fashion's been before. When were they dominant? I'm not fully hating on it and everything, because trust me, I still like a Roosh. I still don't mind a Dralistico as a singles match. If you're gonna, as watching the match, I like a Roosh. If this was again a Ring of Honor thing, how much could you either save if you're going to actually split brands? Would it really help the talent, help stories, and really kind of make things feel important instead of you've got to try and cram all of this into 3 hours? Also, side note, I will admit, I've noticed a fair amount of people as Shibata's back, as I got Hobbs and Shibata out here waiting on Joseph, but how many people that hated the whole concept of Monday Night Raw being 3 hours now love when Dynamite's 3 hours? But I digress. As Joe gets his own separate entrance, do you have him lose right before he has a world title match? Or does he retain? Do you have him going in and could leave as double champ? On one hand, if Samoa Joe was never around the trios belts, I'd almost believe more that he could beat Hangman. I personally want to just believe he could beat Hangman. I don't know if I feel fully confident in it right now. but should be a good match. I hate that they started on you disrespected me by handing me my title weird and everything. But yeah, folks, let us know who you got for this match as the trios belts are on the line. Whether you've got Los Ingobernables, Lobos, How Far is Heaven, or if you've got the ops out here. Do you have a retention or detention? AR1 ops for the win. Bashi. Didn't Shibata break his leg on Colliision? No, that was Ibushi. That was Kota Ibushi who broke his femur and briefly after coming back off of an ankle injury will now be out for 2 years. He even said himself that that's not, I didn't stay at a holiday and I'm not trying to play a medical professional. He said that, not me. As we are on our way with more toast and more beef with more toast versus Hobbs out here. The Ops beat LFI clean last month in a non-title match. Well, that was last month ago. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping track? Ibushi, Shibata, tomato, ketchup or catsup? As Hobbs just laid it into more toast. Now again, do we got to put over more toast because Monet? Kick Excalibur off the set for Paige. Or either one of us. That's why, again, folks, you can still watch the action. Just put it on mute. We've got you covered on everything. Or there needs to be like when you watch like the Skycam videos for like or footage for an NFL game or college football game to where there's no actual commentary team. There almost kind of needs to be something like that for pro wrestling. Like, give me the live feed to where I don't hear Excalibur. Now, granted, Danielson I like. I just wish he was, maybe as a GM instead of just commentary. The show has been boring. Well, the rest of me suck, but we never do. And I'm still very surprised that that's coming from you, Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe, the guy who tries to find the joy in anything and everything. That's always optimistic on everything. Because we're getting chops and slaps and everything traded back and forth between Roosh and Shibata right now. Jade is still the first TBS champion. Fair, you can't kind of take that away. This show has been so boring. And again, well, it feels to me, we started off with all the cool shit at the beginning, and now we're slowly dripping away and fading away out here. I'm telling you, you watch. 11 o'clock, we're going to be getting, Megan Bain versus, Christ almighty, why am I blanking? Harley Cameron. I almost blanked on her name there, and then I remembered the puppet, and it made me pull back around. Shapoopy. I vote for the Ops. Shout out Hassan. Damien is bored, so he is copying people, Nick. Well, I can't tell people what to do. And even then, at this point, my statement still stands that if Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribes, out here bored with this show, that he's got to copy comments, then, that just shows you the indictment that is this show. As I got Samoa Joe out here in the ring with Beast Mortos. Does Blood and Guts take place on November 12th? Alexis, yes, I believe it does. And that's why I find it interesting. It's still been kind of on, kind of slow. And I mean, I get it. We're still building all the way to November. But why did you have the big emphasis on Jamie Hayter calling everybody out if that match is going to happen in, 2 months' time? More toast with extra butter. Oh, we're not getting into this. He's on a pause. KJ's on a pause. We're not getting into this whole peanut butter and what you put on your toast and everything. I know it feels.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
God damn it. You invoked his name and he popped up like Monet out there. But we're not getting into this whole conversation, even though I know we got more toast out here. But I still prefer me some Roosh and some Dralis to go out of LIJ. Why are you not going to do a whole storyline with Andrade and Sammy? Hey, tie into some real shit. And hey, he's the one that literally started the faction in what was it? Yeah, in CMLL. So started the faction. So why does not he would give a shit that the guy he punched in the face that got him fired from the company's now kind of running it? Speaking of running it,
I was gonna say punched in the
yeah,
face.
oh man. What?
Nick, serious question though. Serious about all this.
Would you like butter or not, sir?
I'm gonna fucking fight you. I'm gonna fucking fight you.
Oh, welcome back.
At this point, just we respectfully each have to have, like when we first meet, like have to have like a hockey fight just to get it out of the system.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, just all right. Now we're good. We just got it out.
I'll bleed on you. I'll bleed all over.
Now, who drinks whose blood? Who takes the string?
What are we, the wolf pack? What are you doing?
We're Hangman and Swerve.
Right. Where there was once one, now there was two, and then there was another.
The vampire. We're the brood out here.
What's that?
Yeah, how you feeling about any of this of
Dude,
LIJ, LFI, ABC, 1, 2, 3?
you know what's funny? LGI comes out, and I'm like, they look all right. Like, I mean, there's a lot of headwear going on, pause, but I'm like, I could buy into LFI, LFG, LGI, whatever. I could buy into them, but we don't see them enough. And I don't feel like we're invested in them in any way, shape, or form. I mean, the match has been off to a decent start. I wish Mortos would wrestle without the mask. My preference.
I was gonna say, don't see them enough. Didn't we just get more toast in like 4 main events?
Well, that's a different case.
I just still find it interesting that Andrade, who, if we're going on AEW sicko fan based kind of perception and everything, because I know it, but do they know it of about everything with LFI and what the Los Ingranables and all that was, and the D Japan Andrade's
I don't know,
literally like the founder and everything. So why is he not going after that, especially with the guy who he literally fought backstage is now the guy running it? So it should be a fucking power struggle. Fuck the Kenny shit. That's a cool match, but that's some actual storytelling shit.
Well, I think the dilemma becomes in AEW's history, they have shown an inability to be professional at these type of things. Therefore, you do have a built-in, like Andrade should have shown up and gone after them. Like that's his crew. And it's a good fit. It makes more sense than Kenny Omega getting beat up.
You have that personal story. And that's why, though, you should be Tony and be an adult. Have an adult in the fucking room and sit down, Andrade, sit down, Sammy, and say, hey, I don't give a shit what's going on between the two of you. This is going to be business, or especially you, Andrade. You're on your fucking last leg here. You're hot trained to fucking TNA or MLW after this. So I expect you're going to play right.
Oh, nice move.
No, because it was fucking set up from a fucking mile away.
LFO, exactly. Is that how bizarre? Did LFO? Oh, or no, wait, that was someone else. Did LFO say?
All I'm starting to think of is, new kids on the block, sucked a lot.
Summer girl.
Yeah, no, well, that's LFO is in the summer.
Summer, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Testing our boy band knowledge here. 9-2.
I hate it.
9-2 Blue Jays, by the way.
Jesus H. Christ. Do you either just lose or score infinity runs?
Yeah, they need
There is no in between. It's like the Bills. It's either hero Josh Ball or you lose.
Yeah, this is a big one for them. So it's nice to see them show up and show out. The Mariners pitching did great in the first 2 games. So
home or away?
They're away now. They lost first 2 games at home. Balls.
What gives?
Again, shout out to Seattle, who's having a good playoff.
Yeah, but I mean, you got Vladdy out there with the short porch.
Yeah, it's not done until it's done. But here, Hobbs in big kick to not Dragon Lee.
Dralistico.
I know.
Do you?
Roosh. The one brother who was just like, I'm out. I'm going to the other place.
All I can think of was just Roosh.
Moxley versus Raja Jackson. That match would last about 6 seconds. It may be.
Hey, that might be a prison fight here sooner rather than later. Hobbs out here just walking around with Dralistico.
Compactor. Yeah, I mean, again, statistically, going down 3-0 in any sport, baseball included, is a death sentence. So they need tonight to make it interesting. 2-1. Then even if you lose next game, there's still a little bit of hope. You'd like to win 2 in Seattle and come back even.
Yeah, well,
2 on the sense on.
2. Yeah, well, you got the Boston Red Sox that had the first ever 3-0 comeback on the New York Yankees.
Right.
1, 2.
Right. Now, keep in mind, Adam Page at ringside, who will be taking on Joe. Which,
has he said much of anything? He just looks somber.
Not much, which is kind of his style. Is everybody, the ref is right there. What?
She's a horse. She doesn't know how to maintain order. It's Aubrey out there.
I really hope there was an S in there.
Horse. I say nay, nay. And you're telling me Hangman Page's MO is to not say things? That all that guy does is say things. Jesus Christ, who let the fucking horse out of the barn? How long was this fucking thing going?
I don't know.
Are we starting off with fucking the show of Bonanza?
Oh, he's got the
Canelo. When you're watching with a match for 4-wheel drive.
Joe.
Samoan Joseph chokes out Dralistico with the Kata Hajime.
As the trio champs are still the trio champs. So Joe, after defending his title tonight, will go after Adam Page's title on Saturday.
Now, I said this while you were on your pause. If Samoan Joseph wasn't
wait a minute.
They just fucking jump him. Oh, so now Hangman's going to show up and go in and say, I respect you, bro. I respect you, bro, because it's babyface on babyface. So it's I respect you, bro.
Why is Roosh spitting at the world champion? They don't even have beef. Damn it, Nick. Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, if that's your one shot, take your shot, shoot your shot, bro.
Right.
But now he's got to step in, and now we're getting a little confrontation between him and Joe. And if Joe wasn't his real champion, would you believe more that he could beat Hangman? I still think it's a slim to none. I would love to see Joe win, but I don't know.
This match came out of Joe being a petty bitch, and which is weird for a babyface champion, right? Like everyone,
a guy like Samoa Joe of all people.
Yeah, and Joe's a petty bitch, right? Like, are you kidding me? That's how we got.
You mean
here?
The guy with the perm isn't the petty bitch?
He looks like fucking Crocodile done Hangman tonight.
That's not how you choke out a snake. We just came from Australia. Now we got the true cowboy Crocodile Dundee out there.
Los Lubers and Goobers is fucking hilarious. So LFI, who looks like a decent faction, taken out for no reason, and then get beat up by the champ in addition to taking the L. So a hit and a half for their ass.
Well, so now the confrontation between those two is Joe holds the belt in his face, nudges him, gives it back to him of, I can't hate you because you saved my ass. So again, It's one of those, I respect you, bro. I respect you, bro. And then
Collision. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are just tuning in, we are rolling through the show. Right now, we are at the top of the hour, and Nick has to go find the rest of the show.
That's a fucked up part about all of this, too. I was going to just remind everybody. So the matches that haven't taken place that were advertised are Megan Bain versus Harley Cameron, Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Death Riders.
11 stars.
And that's about it. That's literally it. Everything else has happened on Dynamite. And yeah, hey, I'm watching on Max where they get their millions and millions of ratings. And now I have to go find this fucking show.
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Do you have to go find the show too?
Uh-oh. They just
I got
switched
Collision. Which,
top.
again, why do you split it up? Why do you talk like that? Actually, you just
What are we doing? My coverage just switched to top 50 Super Bowl moments.
I heard you were talking about football. Would you like to watch more football? But yeah, why instead of one continuous show, why do we need to split it between Dynamite and Collision? Collision just feels like the dude who needs to get their shit. So I got
it, everybody.
Moxley coming out right now. I guess
Oh,
I guess I'm here, hook, line, and sinker for a minute. And Yuta's coming out. Red light. What is it with all this shit?
Are you seriously not gonna? Are you gonna force me to go pirate? You're gonna force me to go backdoor, are you? Ah.
Well, they're coming through the back door is Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia as it looks like Marina Shafir, their, spooky goth vampire girlfriends letting them in the fucking back door of their dad's place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little.
I got the Raptors game. 10 seconds left in the Raptors down by 3.
Let's see if they can hit a game winner.
My buddy Boston out here causing trouble.
Daniel Garcia, he's gone. He's fallen somehow still further back now being with the Death Riders. It's to me, it's the same thing that we saw with the it's with the Darby and Mox thing. Like if that would have happened earlier, if you would have tweaked it enough, I can get behind it. The Daniel Garcia turn, if that would have happened earlier, I can get behind it and everything. And now at this point, when it should be on life support, and you're trying to do all this resuscitation to it. I don't buy it. And he looks like, again, these look like the emo fucking kids that, like, would be showing up and they're, going to punch you in the head just because you look at them funny.
Raptors hit a 3 with 6 seconds to go.
See, we stayed here for the game winner for the Toronto Raptors. As I've got the Paragon.
Why'd you call a timeout?
As I have a member of the Paragon and also the conglomeration, and they acknowledge it on his fucking title card. Right. So he's dual factioning out here is Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, I can watch Collision on October 11th. That's great.
Well, that helps.
This is insane. The Canadian.
And I thought I had it rough.
They're like, we give you your night. Sorry, we can't.
Yeah, you don't have that.
Sorry, that's your problem. We got to show the Raptors and FIFA. That is jokes. Oh, they're showing fucking Delaware versus Jacksonville State instead of AEW.
Not even Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville State.
Right.
Close to Jacksonville, but not the Jacksonville we're looking for.
Right. And if it's supposed to be on after the Raptors game, the Raptors are about to go into overtime, I think.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Well, I've got Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly. So, hey, again. So we're getting through out of the 3 matches that I said were going to be on Collision. We're getting through the most entertaining one that would make the most sense to be your main event. So don't worry, folks. You make sure you stay here till 11:30 at night after this overrun for the finality, the conclusion.
Oh, no! I know I'm distracted. You're right, though.
You ain't even watching the show, and I got caught up on what you were saying.
Oh, Celtics score with 0.6 seconds left for the 2-point win. The Raptors.
Well, now you might get the show sooner. So
yeah, yay! We might. You might see me and Nick do the rare old see you tomorrow in a second.
Well, your main event might be Harley Cameron and Megan Bayne.
Listen, it's chicken shit booking to reverse engineer, using your term, to do it like this. It's fucking crazy. It is
that's
chicken
what
shit,
he reverse engineers the fucking promotion.
and it makes people tune out.
Yes,
If
that
you
I
don't
almost
have,
feel like he's intending that of like, go home. No,
like,
I
yeah,
slide the bullshit at the end whenever I think everyone's gone away.
if you're gonna do it, man. And I don't give a shit. To me, it's bad. It's like it's shitty to your fan base. If you're
Say it
in
with
the
your chest.
if you're in the building tonight and you're watching and you're there for the first 2 hours and you have a pretty good time, you kind of like Dynamite, you enjoyed it, and then you're being like, oh well, we're gonna present you a bonus hour, but we're gonna go backward. You're going to the fucking car like the fucking Mariners fans are right now. You're filling the fucking car.
They'll watch this match, and I want to see what the crowd looks like. And I know, and I'm going to call a spade, and be honest, of the Bound for Glory crowd. And I even pointed it out and caught shit for pointing it out. Of you could see them towards the end of that show. We're heading towards the fucking
But
parking
that
lot
show is
pretty fast out
over.
here.
The show
Right,
is
but no,
over,
I'm
though.
saying you might still see it here to where they're heading for the locker rooms early here, folks.
Right? No, we're getting fucking Sports Center. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. I literally, like I said,
Hey,
I might,
wait, no, is Dave Meltzer going to bitch because ESPN's not showing AEW in Canada, or it'd be TSN. It's not even ESPN.
yeah, it's supposed to be TSN, but TSN has opted for every other fucking sport you can think of outside of what
Basketball?
yeah, well, yeah, the Raptors are going to get the coverage. But it's so weird because last week when they did the 3-hour show, it was on the same channel back to back. But tonight, not so much.
Is it fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, I won't get fooled again?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Oh wait.
I got OC with a drop kick or a basement drop kick to Garcia.
Oh, great. TKO getting in the way as they're airing.
Well, is it? Well, I mean, it's two TKOs. You got TKO with WWE, and you got Tony Khan Oblivious out there. So there's two TKOs.
Right. Yeah. Shit.
So now they're just wailing away on both men, just pinned up in the corner as Daniel Garcia was holding up Yuta, because that's what you do when you're getting your shit rocked, is you hold up your friend as a meat shield. MDB got a link for you if you need it, KJ.
I appreciate you, man. I do. I appreciate it. I really
Not
do.
the Jack Sparrow out here.
I'm more like out of like spite, just browsing through the menu because, like, it's almost like I said, there's a bit of spite in me right now. Of like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't even make it available. I gotta go find it. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, speaking of spite of, I go literally from you have Yuta and Garcia both setting up a dual suplex spot on the outside of they're finally getting their momentum back, and it looks like they're gonna, bookend suplexes together right as they get underhook and everything. Commercial break. MLB playoffs. Don't you worry. You tune into TBS to get your MLB playoffs. Like, Jesus, show the fucking thing.
What is happening? I don't.
This is the universe. This is Time Warner doing everything it can tell you don't watch AEW.
Why is it so much effort? It shouldn't be hard to watch your shit. Why are you making it hard on me?
Right.
I'll be watching TSN. I think. Well, it's funny because here we get TNA has moved into Sportsnet, which is their competitor, which is awesome. Probably not at all what MDB was talking about, but hey,
right.
Petty White in full effect, baby. Let's go.
Well, Petty White, I think, showed up at the gate here.
Just grumpy guy.
Has just been running wild all night. 10 matches announced for Wrestle Dream, FTR versus Jet Speed. Did we just see this match too?
Yeah, kind of. Well, they kind of had that random jumping situation that led, with the whole issue with Willow, right? So
Willow and the pillow.
I'm trying to give them the benefit of the fucking doubt, but and like I said earlier tonight on my little rants about Dax, I see Dax flexing a lot, but I don't see Dax working a lot. And if he is as legitimate of the guy that he says he is, then why is your booker not booking you? Why are you not in there? Why are you not doing prominent stuff? Why are you not making it feel like tag team wrestling is fucking killing it in AEW? Where are you? We can't find you.
FTR and Dax specifically has been hampered by tag team booking in AEW, and he's been hampered by how he acts on Twitter. Of when you're the Meltzer route and you're arguing with, egg account, Steve 123 XY74, you kind of just look like an insecure petty bitch at that point. Like, no, my guy, you're arguably one of the greatest tag teams doing it, or were, and now you've been booked into oblivion, and now you just look like you just want to throw. You look like Ricochet, just with a mustache on Twitter. Why are you responding to somebody that has no followers
100%.
and is following 2 accounts because they said something mean about you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, you're fighting with some kid online about whether or not you're as good as people think you are. And if, again, I was always told, if you're as good as you think you are, people will tell you. You don't have to tell them. The true greats don't walk around going, aren't I wonderful? Aren't I wonderful? I'm good. I'm good. Have you heard? I'm great. That's never true. And usually, almost 100% of the time, the guys who are, I'm awesome, I'm great, I'm wonderful, are usually the worst fuckers on the planet.
Hey, I'm great. I'm wonderful.
We're great. We're wonderful.
No, don't say that. 2025 NFL WWE draft. I don't. Remains to be seen. We didn't even get Willow's pillows tonight. Oh, don't worry. You got to tune in. That's the exclusive. Why you tune in the pre-show on Saturday for the Willow's pillows. So now I've got the row your boat ashore elbow spots back and forth between Dana Garcia and Yuta on Kyle O'Reilly.
Of course we do, because they're so tough. Because they're such tough guys. They do the tough guy spots.
They look like your local douchebags. This looks like some fucking Karate Kid shit of Danielson, and they look like your douchebags that go to like your local gym of, bro, you're really only doing that? You need to be taking it and putting on so much more. Oh, trust me, bro, you should be taking it. Like, Garcia, you're out here with your just stupid ass basketball shorts, like a guy waiting to get called into a pickup game.
I know I've been grumpy Gus tonight on some of this shit, and I try and hold the fort, but again, I think you've been overexposed. 9 hours of wrestling in 3 weeks, and I've yet to see somebody. Ignoring the outliers, I really feel like there's a big group of fans out there that are really fucking just disinterested in all this shit.
Well, it's become so much rinse repeat, and there's nothing to fully latch onto and hook onto. I guess, pun intended, halfway, but right. I mean, this is kind of just it all. Your weekly television feels like it's meandering. I had to pull out the syllables because the vitamins took effect there, but meandering all the way to the pay-per-view. It just kind of is there to get you to the end result.
Yeah, like, is it that kind of, thank you, that kind of laziness that I kind of feel in this of, the shows are what the shows are. Some of the matches are great. Some of them are so-so. But at the end of the day, it's not it doesn't matter. We're just trying to get to the pay-per-view. I mean, again, I still completely disagree with the fact that the Hurt Syndicate fought in a tag match against 2 of the guys that are going to fight in a trios match. Do you not realize how similar that is?
Right. Do you realize MDB pointing out here, this is the first Wednesday in a while KJ didn't come in with an optimistic and chipper attitude?
Thank you, MDB, pointing it out. I appreciate you.
You get a star.
Right? I often get accused of hating this company, and this is the first time in a long time I've been like, fuck this. But it's just the idea of like, you want me to dedicate 3 hours of my life to your programming, and you're not even trying.
I mean, we're trying out here harder than they are.
Yeah, really. Like in a lot of ways, we are. We support your brand. We want to see good for it. And I just don't give a fuck about Wheeler Yuta and Danny Garcia. They're not going to sell tickets. Mainstream fans aren't going to take to them. Like this to me is house show booking.
Why are we doing things that mattered with the Death Riders 2 months after the Death Riders should have died? As now Moxley's just meandering and walking around. And don't worry, I can't wait until sexy BJ Ray signs with AEW and joins the Death Riders, and we can just get him to be the vocal spokesperson for them.
Right. I got a 2 count. I'm not even sure where you are. Marina's banging.
I have right now Daniel Garcia and Kyle Fletcher, back and forth. Dodges the Sailor suplex, now fighting over neck cranks. Roll through neck breaker, front face lock.
I got just OC standing in the ring with his arm in the air. Oh,
I got Moxley hops the barricade. OC with a orange juice punch, an orange Julius tope. Does it look or feel like you're at the end or the beginning of the match?
Right now, up and over, block the DDT, up into a stun dog millionaire, into a kick.
Yeah, I ain't anywhere near there. I got a meteor on the outside as Pac. So Pac's here after his mugging in his OP fucking assassination on Darby Allin. Now Claudio's with us, Superman up 3. What the fuck? And nobody even cared. And you literally caught to a fan right beside Moxley just doing this in the whole crowd of saying, what are we doing? What the fuck?
And I think that's part of it for me is like the Death Riders are scattered everywhere, but not doing anything. I mean, you got Claudio's in a random match. These guys are in a random match. Then Moxley might show up.
And Rumsfeld just fucking leaves as now the Death Riders are just going after everybody. And so now comes Roddy and Ishii.
Oh, good. Ishii fucking E.
Well, we had the, Opie, again, for anyone that's watched Sons of Anarchy, spoiler alert, you just watched Pac take out Darby like Opie earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, Mox has got a microphone. This is a great way to fucking start this show.
I think you're well ahead of me.
Fair enough.
I don't care. I don't care. Fuck you, Moxley and Tony Schiavone.
Oh, but we got now lights out and what in the fuck is this? Is this goddamn hologram?
MDB.
No, it's Darby still coming alive. I saw.
Is he out of jail? Did he get out of jail from an hour ago? Did we not just?
He walked his way, fresh out of that, solitary confinement.
We see him on Dynamite, which, dear Tony, you might have made the show separately, but they're together tonight. So you do Darby in prison getting his face smashed in till it's bloody. Shows up here now, not a scratch on him. Ayo, not even a fat lip.
Oh, no. Darby is not out here without a scratch on him. He's out here stumbling and bubbling. And he's fresh out here of, I got this. But I don't get why we have, why do we split up the 2 shows? Why do we not just run this as one show?
Again, your anniversary show, you didn't run one big special show. Your Title Tuesday, you didn't run it as one big special show. And people are wondering why the analytics are coming back half of their competitors.
So but again, though, still, we're fresh out of people. These guys both just decided we're going to just go and have a conversation in a penitentiary.
Okay, yeah. No, I was clearly wrong.
Still one of those of like, hey, if we're going to sit there and you want to argue about, how believable the segment was, if you would have just left it at that, you can debate it better than this. Of now we've got Darby just getting mugged. Why
is a guy who
went to prison just to have a conversation to then leave prison and come back to the wrestling show.
Why
What?
not leave? Yeah, just leave it in prison. Pause, but just leave it there. You don't
Roger
need
Jackson?
this, right? You don't need this. Like, Darby is expected in 2 days to have an I Quit match.
As he's just crawling on his
And he's
hands
gonna
and
win.
knees
He's
and
gonna
just getting
win.
destroyed. As he's got bandages all up on his head and everything.
What, the fucking prison doctor bandaged him up before he kicked him out?
What doctor? There was no security. There was no fucking
It was
staff
just
there. It was just darkness imprisoning me. All that I capture, all that I see.
Somebody tricked this fucking kid.
Oh, I think a lot of people have. Did you see Bam Margera
My God.
allegedly might show up at some point to do something with his buddy Darby Allin in AEW?
Yeah. Peas in a pod, buddy.
CKY.
You know what, though? I'm going to say this as I'm watching this transpire. I think if you would have done this on an earlier episode, instead of the Molotov cocktail, instead of the tasers, this actually, watching Darby kind of crawl through the gauntlet of guys just to get to Moxie and can't, that is movie-esque. That is like they're trying. And it's kind of like, what?
He's laying a flag, the AEW flag, in front of Moxley. Symbolism kind of makes me feel like river dancing. But yeah,
Darby's going to win on Saturday.
But what? Why? This feels so disjointed. We knew initially when they had Darby run into the car and everything, and we're setting him up to be the guy versus Moxley as eats
another fight.
Death Rider onto the flag. But we knew Darby was always going to be set up to be the guy that's the figurehead. He's the guy that I will rep AEW till the day I die and everything. But it feels so disjointed because it's
just all
he climbed Everest. He took off. He fucked off for a minute. He did this. We went over here. We did that story. The Death Riders feel deader than a fucking doornail, and we're putting them on life support.
Yeah, man. I hear you for sure. And again, like you said, the symbolism. I just feel like this is something that could have been done in a key spot, right? Like, again, you have this nothing surrounding this. We're not building to a main event that keeps people interested. And again, the whole fighting off thing, I mean, it's a modern wrestling kind of take, but too many guys are just, I mean, they can be fighting at ringside while all this shit went down.
Well, and don't worry, folks, because that's pretty much probably, I would assume, essentially your main event of all things that matter on this whole show, because we've still got left all of Megan Bayne and Harley Cameron, and that's really fucking it left that they've advertised for their show.
No crowds are screaming. No crowd is cheering. No crowd's booing the guy as he's leaving. Like, Moxley doesn't even have fucking in the neighborhood of like a Dom heat. Like, Moxley gets fucking pretty deadly heat.
But even then, how do you feel
I did it.
that we have a 3-hour show and we just had the last thing advertised on this show?
Yo, I mean, again, they did they advertised the main event because we know what's coming up, which again, you called it, which blows. We still have this to happen, or no, we got that.
We got that. We got that. Literally, the only thing left to happen is Megan Bayne and Harley Cameron. So you're telling me in the next half hour, that's all we got?
There's got to be something else.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to sit here and find out? It begs to be the question right now at this point.
I don't think so. The fans behind the commentators are bewildered. This could have been an email. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Dynamite's in the book. I don't know if anyone gave a rating for Dynamite tonight. I'm going to give it a 5. Again, I know the sickos are going to hate me for it, but it's just, it lacks inspiration. It lacks excitement. It lacks coolness. It lacks fun. It's just indie house show, spot booking, and long, drawn-out shit that doesn't excite anybody, involving people that nobody's excited about. Darby's still bleeding on my screen. But I think Nick and I are going to come back and talk another hour of AEW tomorrow. And if everything,
Yeah, not now.
yeah, I think we're kind of good and done with AEW tonight. They booked the show backwards. We're gonna tap. I think we've only done this twice in our channel's history, but I think we're done. I think we're good.
Well, I think we know how. Spoiler alert! I'm gonna take a wild guess of how the Megan Bayne Harley Cameron match is gonna go. It's either gonna be. Well, actually, shit. Who would you take to win this? Because we know we're setting up for the tag team match at Wrestle Dream of Harley Cameron and Willow versus Megan Bayne and Penelope.
Do you give Harley like a random roll-up win just to kind of try and build intensity for their bullshit match on the weekend?
But does Willow lose on the pay-per-view? That's the thing. Does Megan? It's one of those of literally who gets the win here determines who gets the loss on the pay-per-view.
Pretty much.
I'll go 6.5 with Dynamite, and it's still not a great score, but it's still. There was some stuff like I thought I wanted to know where they could have gone, and hey, at least they gave us what we did, what we got, what we wanted out the gate instead of having to wait till 11 o'clock to watch it. So
yeah. Now, for the fans out there that talk about we're the best wrestling, like the show that's guaranteed to give you good wrestling matches, what is a standout great match or good match from Dynamite tonight? And I'm not putting you on the spot, Nick, but just in general to the people out there, this is the show about wrestling, real graps. What? Tell me, what did I miss?
When, where, and how, and why? Is it the Hurt Syndicate, the first match that we got on the night? And I know I'm taking the piss halfway of like, oh, well, because they gave us everything that we wanted at the start. You should be building the whole way through as this is a 3-hour show of building as a spectacle and a special instead of just, hey, we'll give you everything out here. It's like imagine if, you mentioned the Blue Jays and the Mariners game. 9 innings in the first, 9 runs in the first inning. You ain't turning around too much for the rest of that fucking game now, is you?
Right. And again, I just we start every Wednesday. We come here every Wednesday and we want good things. We want excitement. I really like every Wednesday. I feel dumb because I'm like, this is the week. They book some cool things. Let's see how it goes. And not every week's a complete write-off, but that's what this felt like tonight. I get it that it's a go-home show. But then you got a lot of people that were going to be on your pay-per-view involved in random shit here tonight. Why are you risking injury? And I'm not saying you can't have matches. Don't get me wrong. But we're doing a lot of stupid extra shit. And even having Moxley, like you do that Moxley Darby pre-tape, but then you don't have a big angle in the arena an hour later because it's a different show. Are we fucking stupid?
I need an edit of the Death Brothers entrance with riding through this world.
My fucking pirate just quit on me. So
fair enough. Well, I got Megan Bayne coming out here and back with the FTR of because you had that whole thing because that's what we need more is bold. But so we're getting a half-hour time for Megan Bayne versus Harley Cameron.
Yeah. No, there's got to be something else, right? There has to be. There's got to be something else. You can't let this cook 30 minutes and people dare shit on Maxine.
We get an underrun instead of an overrun.
An underrun. That would be.
Well, I think this is the first time, folks. This has been a hot minute since the Wrestling for Life Network has had an underrun instead of an overrun.
The last time we had an early exit was Joey Janela.
Well, fitting, we've got either the significant other or the ex of Joey Janela on the screen right now. So there's still connective tissue even there. The lore still stands.
When Spring Breakin' turned into a battle royal involving 2 invisible men, we had a problem. We kind of like, all right, now we're just watching a ring. This is stupid. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Dynamite. Believe it or not, I want Wrestle Dream to be a good show. And as much as we're mad or disappointed or frustrated, Nick's.
No, I'm just halfway out here. I was supporting Later Liberty out here because Megan Bayne out here, like how when Copper turns green and everything, there's a fucking flame she holds and everything. Yeah, here looking like Lady Liberty and everything. She remember when Copper turns green and when it rushes.
Megan got that flame going, bro.
Color tire and everything. She's out here, Lady Liberty. She's lighting the beacons, but yes, I think the beacons were, Survivor Jeff Probst is putting our lights out.
Right.
You have been voted off the island.
Right. As Boston, you got me like literally Boston out here doing everything he can to bait me into this net. Like I can keep him around for another 15.
If I can't, you definitely can. I'll put it that way.
Ryan. That was not tonight. She talks.
They do exist.
Right. Bane and them things. All right, we've melted down. We don't know what else is happening. I love Harley Cameron. I'm a fan of Megan Bane. But we are hoping.
What's dire consequences when KJ's out here giving up on Harley Cameron of all people.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get to bed a half an hour early tonight and come back and talk about this for another hour tomorrow, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We got to save some stuff for the preview and prediction show tomorrow at 8 p.m. We will be here live. We're gonna talk all about Wrestling Dream. I promise we'll be in a better mood, or at least I will be. Nick was in a pretty good mood, to be honest.
He just wants to cuddle. He's rushing to cuddle, folks.
Yeah, right. I'm out.
Who's the big spoon? Who's the little spoon? The world may never know.
Right. I mean, let's go. But we are back tomorrow. Like I said, we're back on Saturday. We're back on Friday. We're always back, but we're calling this one a little bit early because if Tony doesn't care, why the fuck should we? That's it. I'm giving up. And check out all our socials. Go support our socials. If you don't follow us on Twitter or X or Instagram, go follow us there too. It helps out. And don't forget to comment on our videos. It helps the algorithm. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your rating for Collision was. I don't care. Give us a comment. We appreciate it.
Let us know what we missed.
Moxley sold nothing.
I ain't got nothing, but we're selling everything. But yeah, our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you put that for life with it.
I'm not even ready. But ladies and gentlemen, see you on the flip side. Thank you, TK. Hey, Tony Schiavone. Up yours.